Yeah, alright. All set. I just get this sorted, get this sorted. Well, go. There, wham bam. I was going to start at the beginning of scene 5. Oof. Oh, maybe not. No, this seems right. This seems like where we were at. Okay, no, we're good. Cool. Well, welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero. We're in the midst of earning some money by participating in various tests that people watch a day later. Oh, look, can you read the date? Damn, I can't read it either. We don't even current. I remember for a while we had a calendar up that was like years behind. I think Daryl liked the picture. What was it? Best friends. Every month there was a different pair of animals that were friends. That's adorable. I think I'm gonna be sick, actually. You remember that? Weird intern brought it from home. What was his name? Who? I remember he was always like, he would make fun of him for... Damn, he's almost completely gone from my brain. So many interns coming and going then. Guess I didn't bother even remembering their names. When I was working back when this was recorded. A tape of the monitoring room? Eh, here it is. Before we check that out, did she flip the calendar forward or backward? Forward. Oh, weird. I usually flip it backwards. And it was the cat the whole time. There she goes. Wait, do you think... Is she following them out? Oh, well, here's the last extended monitoring tape from the dock when they left. See? Told you he was one of those distillery guys. Guess you're right. Those other guys came and pick him up from work, maybe? I don't like how they all hang out together. It's creepy. We hang out together and work together. Mimi. Yeah, it's not... They're like more than coworkers. I don't know. I just get this awful feeling whenever I see them. Like, I knew them once, but not anymore. Like, when they make up a dead person to look like an old photograph of themselves. Sort of familiar, sort of strange. Yeah, exactly. There might be a word for that. I feel like uncanny is a pretty good word for it. Ooh, that was creepy. Bye, kitty. They look like nice enough people. I'm sure she's very happy with them. Yeah. So, there's been a bit of a memory trip for you, huh? I didn't expect these old tapes to stir up so much. I mean, how does it feel for these people to come up again? Weaver Marquez and Wise Will? I mean, and what was your boyfriend's name? One who died in college? Charlie. Yeah, it's kind of a bittersweet experience, actually. Like looking at photographs of people who've died or moved away. People that are gone. Gone but not forgotten. No, not forgotten. You're right. So I guess we earned some money there. Why? Who knows? We, if you are just joining us, we have basically sold ourselves into slavery at a distillery forever. Whether it's part of our soul or not, I don't know. But we're like half skeleton at this point. And skeletons work there. It's pretty creepy. And we're now on a river that's also on the Kentucky Route Zero. The Kentucky River Zero. I'm not sure. Still trying to make our delivery. We've also tied the weird girl who showed up at that cottage and is also the cousin of the other Marquez girl to a lot of the stuff that's been happening around here. Taught them how to, you know, process debt at the distillery Was involved with those interns over there, was involved at a TV station, was involved in the initial finding of this place. Weird stuff. Very weird. And now we're just traveling, trying to find our place. These easels and tables on the beach over there. They call it an open-air gallery, or probably something more upscale, like Alfresco Galleria. Say it's popular design in foreign cities like Paris and New York. That may be true. Appeal is clear enough, I guess. Anyone can wander in and out. There aren't any walls or doors. No roof either, just kind of a thin cloth membrane. Not quite a sheet or a tarp, but more like a drape of rolled out spiderweb. Looking like it might bunch up and dissolve if ever got rained on. No concern down here for the rain, though. Everyone thinks they're inside just because they can't see the sky, but it's a microclimate down here, and it surely does rain. Right now, they're exhibiting some intimate photographs of small-town life. There's one of a small girl playing in a puddle. She's got her back to the camera and she's fussing with something, looking at her hands. Here she's stuffing a message in a bottle or folding a paper boat. Oh god, it flashbacks. Reviews have been good. It's a popular show, probably because of its relevance. The town depicted in these photos was very recently flattened to make way for a big museum project. Which is the museum we saw in Act 2, where we met Ezra, the orphan, that is apparently not tied to anything. His parents have died, and he has a giant eagle for a brother. Pretty neat. Pretty cool brother. We also have 2 robots that are traveling with us. Ezra helped Kate forage for mushrooms. They seem to perform down here pretty often, and know a lot more people here than everyone else. Kate is the captain of the tugboat. The something mammoth. I don't remember what the adjective was for the mammoth. I like all these stops we're doing, though. Lots of character moments. There it is. Oh, 2 choices, huh? Flashback. Oh no, not flashback. So she stood by a hot dog cart parked at the edge of the sidewalk. Kate gently rolls a fallen branch and plucks something white from the underside. Holds it up for Ezra to examine. I'm not even going to try. No, I am. Pleurocypella porgens. The common name is angel wings. Isn't that pleasant? They have a delicate, springy texture and they're tasty, like sweet moss. Would you like a bite? Okay. Ezra takes a small bite and ruminates. What do you think? It does taste like moss. Personally, I like to be able to tell where my food came from by flavor alone. I like to taste my surroundings. Ooh. I mean, keeps me connected to the whole thing. My mushroom hunting mentor told me it's useless to pretend to know mushrooms. They escape your erudition. The more you know them, the less sure you feel about identifying them. Taps the cover of a small red book she's carrying. So I always bring my favorite guidebook. He points to a small mushroom growing in the dirt. Oh, here's an important one to recognize, though. See, look at that sort of greenish pallor of the cap. Amanita phalloides. That's Greek. Amanita means mushroom, and phalloides means, never mind. Can you eat it? Only once. It's deadly poisonous. Death cat. That's the common name. Get a lot of people, slow mushroom. Including a few Roman emperors. It's a revolutionary. Even the Buddha died from eating mushroom when he was very old. It's just what they do. Clear away old things, make room for new things. Pretty important, right? Boys thought they deserved a little more respect than they got. Would you like to help me look for a few more? Some sort of shopping list. Great. Look for it. Actually, just grab any mushrooms that catch your eye and throw them in a bag. Let me know when you're done and we'll see what you got. Have fun. That's the second rule of mushroom hunting. First rule is ask Kate before eating anything, okay? Kate examines some tree roots. She spots a couple of intriguing growths along the roots of the tree. A speckled white ball and a cluster of softly glowing amber caps. The hot dog vendor tried to strike up a conversation with some immediately too personal questions. She decided to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe considered it part of his job, she thought, to offer his customers some kind of counsel. Maybe just to salve his guilty conscience for selling junk food outside a hospital. Let's examine the white ball. It's about the size of an egg. The mushroom had no visible stem, so it's like a puffball, right? It seemed to be attached to the tree root by a sticky black substance leaking from a ring of tiny pores. Alright, well, let's grab it. Digging time. It's a bit muddy from flooding or the general dampness of the cave. She finds two promising specimens, though. A spotted brown cap and a dense bundle of dark ridges. Has she ever tried any alternative medicines? Acupuncture? Homeopathy? Ayurveda? Magical thinking? She actually never heard of any of these things. He fished a stray hot dog out of the pickle jar. Ooh. Round cap. One of the caps covered in tiny tooth-like protrusions. Scrap. You buy anything? That's okay. Here's my haul. Kate takes a spotted brown cap out of her bag. Okay, this one is called Bitter Hedgehog, and it's on my list. It's great for nausea, which is basically the #1 complaint of the pregnant women I treat. Tastes kind of like black pepper. It's okay. I let it dry out so it's really tough, and then just chew on it like bubblegum. Well, let's go find ourselves here. The stump is ringed with overlapping shelves of mushrooms, striped brown, blue, gray, white. Caterpillar crawls along one of them. He didn't like to play in the cold. Or in the house. It was always too cold. He seemed to store up the cold at night and then slowly discharge it into his bones during the day while the sun bounced feebly off the windows. But he did like to play in the woods behind the house. He didn't have any friends nearby. None of their new neighbors seemed to have children his age, so he played alone in the woods, except for the deer. It smells spicy, sweet, mild. Like how Ezra had expected his father's tobacco to taste when he hastily chewed and swallowed a noxious fistful, and then spent the afternoon retching in secret. He heard someone calling his name, probably his mother, but her voice didn't sound right through the trees. He kept going. Grabbed the mushroom. He tripped on a protruding root and lay for a while in the mud, examining the pale upper branches of a sycamore tree, listening to the soft rumble of a faraway thunderstorm. Then louder and closer, his hair stood on end, and there was his bird. It's called bad eggs. See this gooey black stuff leaking out the side there? I guess somebody somewhere once thought the stuff looked like egg yolk, and it's black like a bat. I mean, I'm kind of speculating. I really don't know why they're called bad eggs. They're not really good for anything, and they'll give you a bad stomachache if you try to eat them. I just wanted to show it to you. Kate tosses the bad egg into the water. So, your brother out there somewhere? Julian, he's gonna come find me in the morning after the work is done. Yeah, we used to work pretty hard. We used to spend part of each night looking for my folks, but now we just pretty much work. But, you know, that'll change now. I have some new friends. Do you have a family? Ooh, I almost had a baby once. Learned a lot about different pregnancies, at least, so I can help other women. Basically been on my own since then. Well, that's not really true. Just about everyone who sets the Mucky Mammoth, sets foot aboard the Mucky Mammoth feels like family to me now. Guess if it's nobody's family, that's everybody's family. These are the only trees in this whole cave. Who planted them here? Right, not many trees down here in the dark. Months later, she came across a book on homeopathic medicine in a used bookstore and bought it. Oh boy. I know these are some kind of cypress, and they're definitely planted here deliberately by someone who... I guess I don't really know much about this place. It's supposed to be some kind of memorial to something? We'll know more. Sorry, it's a mystery. She thought it was mostly bullshit, but found the author's notes on the unpredictability of mushrooms immediately compelling, spiritual even. Started collecting mushrooms on hikes. Never eating them, just collecting, identifying, and discarding. Eventually, she connected with the Lexicon Mycological Society and began to study them in earnest. It's a mystery. I'll search for clues. She put out her cigarette, said goodbye to the hot dog vendor, and spent the rest of the afternoon listening to doctors and trying to understand the world as they did, as a list of discrete injuries to be mended. Investigate a cypress tree. Look at the bark. A message is carved on the bark. O-Z-Y. Ozymandias. Looks around the shore. Plastic bottle. Wooden post projects from the sand nearby. What's in the bottle? Scrap of paper. Eggs, flour, Chardonnay, laxatives, paper towels, scratch ticket. I see. Alright, what do you got? Well, someone carved a house in that tree over there. Oh, huh. What do you think it means? It's part of somebody's name, or short for something. Observe Zero Yaks. Old Zebra Yard. Ornery Zoologist Yacht. I don't know what that means. Yeah, it was a stretch. Found this message in a bottle. Is this our place? This is our boat, right? Right? It doesn't look like it. This is just a ship full of cats. Weird. The sound is really weird. Well, that's right. I can't say no what that all adds up to. Like I said, I wish Will were here. Have some local history for us. I'm gonna ask him back on the boat, though. We look up at an old battleship drifting by. Oh, there it is. The Iron Pariah. Don't worry, it's just passing by. I don't know much about it firsthand, but I have heard things. Somebody told me she got close to it by accident and heard a strange wailing sound. She was a passenger on the Mammoth. She said she'd been out fishing on a rowboat and got swept up by the current near a cluttered place. Before she knew it, Iron Pariah was upon her, unimaginably massive up close, but eerily silent. Does not sound silent right now. It sounds like a dozen crying cats. Only sounds, he said, were the lapping in the lake water and, well, a faint sort of, well, she said a chorus of meows. Damn if I know what that sounds like. Never gotten close to the ship myself. What's this? Ezra's parents shook him awake. They seemed alarmed, but not immediately concerned. They led him back to the house, past the house, and into the car. Dad said they were going to stay at the bus station for a while, the one with a little arcade with a card game he liked. Dad watched him closely in the rearview mirror, expecting Ezra to be excited or confused or scared, but he didn't feel anything. Hardly seemed to hear. In fact, he felt like he was observing the family car from a distance, from far above the clouds. Supposing there's no people even aboard that ship. I mean, there must be something on there. Life is everywhere. Rats, insects, some kind of hardy mold. Part of it could be flooded and host some of the eyeless fish that live here. Maybe there's some mushrooms growing in there, slowly consuming military rations from over 100 years ago. More mysteries. They do pile up over time as people forget the details. Thanks for taking me mushroom picking. Mushroom hunting. You can pick apples because they're right out there in the open. Mushrooms hide. You have to hunt for them. And if you ever go morale hunting, you'll just never find them. Don't go morale hunting. It's bad for morale to go morale hunting. It's like truffle hunting. I assume. I don't know much about truffles. I only know about chocolate truffles. And I only know about them because I stuffed my face with them yesterday at the Super Bowl party that I went to. Well, it was just a get-together with a friend. I call it a party. See that rough circle of rocky protrusion over there near the shore? It's more intricate than it looks. More than 2/3 of it is actually underwater. That's an iceberg. Or a stoneberg? A Dinkelberg. It's man-made, and the rocks weren't placed according to their size, so what's visible is a more or less uniformly random selection of the overall shape. Looks like maybe a spiral, all told. Maybe some kind of meditative labyrinth. At the head of it is a petrified oak stump. That was moved here from above ground, of course, decades ago. That's where the ceremony took place. The Lock-Lucks were married here. Many frail-tongued observers said they should just go with Lock, or split the difference with Look, or even Lick. Or really anything else, but it was never going to happen. Greta Luck and Norm Locke were high school sweethearts. They took a chemistry class together where she challenged him to shoot the moon, learning formulating compounds well enough to answer every test question exactly wrong, and achieve a perfect failing grade. Their engagement was welcome news for the family businesses who had been looking for some opportunity to merge interests. These were the Locks, of course, of the Lock Large Animal Storage, and the Lucks of the Luck Family Nut Company. Surely someone in some branch of those two great trees had elephant husbandry on the brain. This is all speculation, of course. The ceremony itself was humble and perfunctory, and it must have somehow involved these rocks. When they walked around them in a spiral like a symbol of their ever-tightening bond. And it must have also involved that petrified stump. Your family is particularly religious, but rumors persist that the officiant wore a robe. Maybe they just woke him up. He was gonna go take a bath afterwards. Makes sense to me. Shannon helped me fix up a mushroom stew in the kitchen. Because that sounds fun. And delish. Also, because I haven't done any ship scenes. I've only done, like, going out of the ship scenes. That seems like a missed opportunity, to say the least. But who's me? I guess it's Will in this case, but... You know. And feeling these moist, really big caps with the slimy gills. Well, sorry. Moist was in the second one. I shouldn't say slimy. It's moist. Lady in the video called for portobello, but I prefer never to know a mushroom by name. This is a breakfast stew? It will be, but not today. This stew is for tomorrow. It has to simmer all day. Some things are just better done slowly. We've added the anonymous mushrooms, so next we, I got the recipe video on pause next door. Used to follow a recipe I learned from Ida herself. Best cook you're ever going to meet on this river. More said, a few secret ingredients. She has the good sense to preserve some mystery around her cooking. Better for business, you see. Ida's so shrewd. She swore me not only to secrecy, but to ignorance. I had to promise to forget the recipe just as soon as I cooked it. Let me tell you, not so easy to forget something on purpose as you may think, my friend. Not so easy. Oh, yeah, Ezra's recording things to make, like, a mixtape. He's gonna drop some absolute fire beats to this. How more white could I sound? I'm sure there's a way. Recipe. Hey, Shannon. Crushed tomatoes, salsa, or even a little ketchup. Here's the thing. Nobody has to know. Throw in some more of that spice blend we threw together earlier. Stir all that up, crack a beer, baby. I'll be here for a while. What did she just say to you? Let's try to make the stew right now. She just said to add something red. I saw some maraschino cherries in there. Maybe I can help them figure it out. I kind of got sucked into this program. Just sampling. We're going to sample so many things. And even that wasn't enough to convince her. So I trained rigorously in the art of forgetting, studying for months under a master amnesiac. Finally, I learned to forget so quickly and accurately that I was able to convince Ida to share with me the most obscure secrets of her kitchen. As a demonstration of my trustworthiness, I forgot the names of my own parents, right there in front of her. Every time I wanted to cook this legendary stew, I'd call Ida up on the telephone and ask for a quick, temporary reminder. You're on the boat, we haven't got a phone line, so I have to seek out culinary wisdom on videotapes of cooking shows. So back to the matter at hand. Next, let's add some crushed tomatoes. Oh, it's you, I thought. Never mind, hello. I don't have any crushed tomatoes, I have some ketchup. Hey there, could I ask you... Wait, why are you cooking? We're stopping at Sam and Ida's in 20 minutes. It's for tomorrow. Oh, well, just don't forget about it this time. I'm not scrubbing up any more boiled over sludge. Sorry. Listen, I have a favor to ask. There's a package for the telephone exchange, and I can't get to the mammoth back there. I can't get the mammoth back there. Could you deliver it for us? The guy I mentioned on the radio station, Dashiell Morris, works there now. I might like to chat with him anyway. Thanks a lot. I got the dinghy all ready to go. When you take your friend with you, one of them can man the outboard motor and the other can aim the flashlight. It's dark out there. I see. Scene 8. Echo River Central Exchange. Thanks again for your help. That's about as far as the tugboat can go. You know, no one likes to disturb the bats. So, you'll pass through the bat sanctuary, which is really nice, by the way. Be sure to check out all the plaques and stuff for cool bat facts. Plenty of time. Anyway, the Echo River Central Exchange, or excuse me, Consolidated Auxiliary Switch number 30. They changed the name when the power company took over. Anyway, It's just on the other side of the Bat Sanctuary. Package's going to Poppy. She's an operator. The operator. We'll meet you on the other side of Salmonitis for a scheduled early breakfast stop. Just follow the river. Can't miss it. Also, I almost forgot. You may or may not be interested. There's this kind of weird memorial sculpture on your way in, just for the Bat Sanctuary. I always recommend people at least stop and take a look at it. It's really sort of, I don't know how to say it. You should check it out, though. Alright, bye! Boop, 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 boop. We're just going on, like, a Disney World ride. It's like Pirates of the Caribbean. Ooh. Alright. Let's see. That is weird. I agree. We claim these helmets in the name of the folks who wore them, and we place them here in their memory, but also as a spit in the greedy green eye of that power company, who bought up our old mine and traded our brother and sister's safety for a little more yield, but only yielded 28 good men and women dead when the walls collapsed and tunnels filled with water. Their lungs were black, but now they're washed clean and full of water, too, and swept through hidden tunnels into some awful cave we'll never find, and so we guess the river and the water buried them for us, so let this here be the marker for their grave. If any son of a bitch from that power company wants to take these back, these helmets as company property, just you try and see what will happen. Hey, Elkhorn, that's mine we met in, where your folks, worked. Looks like it's been a while. Sure as hell wouldn't mess with it. You know Rhoda's still that angry? Sure angry. Well, mainly just hurt, though. Yeah. Everyone's got their own way, I guess. It probably stirs up, I mean, how do you... There's miners made this, but it should have been the power company. It's their fault. Yeah, I see what you mean there. Memorial should kind of be an apology. Sorry we didn't do better by you. Well, I was just thinking that why would the miners have to remember them and make it themselves? But maybe it's better that way. Maybe I'm just a silly goober. Oh man, we are just absolutely rolling in the weird electric skeletons, huh? What? Look at me like I'm crazy. Oh, that's Conway. Oh, sorry. What? You're looking at me like I'm crazy or something. Are you feeling okay? Oh, sure. It doesn't hurt anymore, my leg. It's kind of numb, and I'm not there. Shoulder too, actually. That's an old one, though, from an accident. I'm lucky I just had some nerve damage there. Probably should have been a lot worse. You know, these guys from the distillery are just making the best of a bad situation, just like the rest of us. Hey, one of them said to me earlier they could even help me take care of the medical bills for my leg, you know? Get it all together on a plan. Consolidated. What? When did you talk to them about that? Oh, they're around. They're pretty much everywhere you look on this river. You really haven't noticed? Anyway, I have a feeling it'll all work out. In this delivery? Yeah, we're almost there, right? Hell, at this point I bet we could just take off the parking brake and that truck would roll into Five Dog would let drive by itself. Listen, that old truck been driving used to belong to my boss, Ira. Lysette's husband. To be honest, Ira didn't like me very much, but somehow Lys got in her mind that he would have wanted me to have that truck someday. You know, make up for all the yelling he did, or maybe so his ghost could hold it over me. Just one more thing to feel like I owed him for. Anyway, they got their own trucks at the distillery, and now that antique shop is closing up, got no use for that old truck. I think you should take it. I barely know you. Hell, I barely know anyone. It's not like I'm gonna give this truck to my damn brother or something. Don't even know I'm gonna get a hold of him these days. I'll just think about it anyway. You'd be doing me a favor, you know? One less thing to deal with. Visitors are asked to take extra precautions in order to prevent the introduction of foreign fungal contaminants and the spread of white noise syndrome. White chlorinated syndrome's from near. That's kind of close. Do not visit Sanctuary due the same day in which you visited any cave or known or suspected to host bats infected with white noise syndrome. Please do not leave your vehicle. If you must leave your vehicle, please remove shoes, clothes, jewelry, headwear, and eyeglasses to ensure you do not bring any foreign spores ashore with you. Please do not touch any bats. The American black bat is confused by light. If you're using a lantern or other artificial light source, please be aware it may attract and confuse bats. If you are approached by bats, do not panic. Relax. Stop your vehicle and switch off your light. Never touch a bat. Oh, we got Blue with us. Excellent. Blue is the best girl, after all. I'm like keeping an eye out. I don't want to confuse the bats. They deserve the best. Bat fact. The American black bat's natural diet mostly consists of moths and other small insects that breed along the river. Here at the artificial Hibernaculum Sanctuary is a combination of chemical snares and ultrasonic wards to repel all potentially contaminant-bearing insects and replace them with their own locally bred, spawning hypoallergenic antiseptic pseudomoths, which we call the little gray nothing moth. You may think that other moths and insects the American black bat would have been eating are very much relieved that their natural predator has found another food source. Not so! We've installed netting and highly effective moth traps along the river, where the American bat normally hunts to balance their escape from the food chain. But eating moths isn't the only systemic contribution these bats make. They also produce a potent fertilizer in the form of guano that helps plant life thrive along the Echo River and the shores of Lake Lith. In order to minimize Sanctuary's impact on subterranean agriculture, we collect that precious guano here at the Hibernaculum and manually distribute it throughout the caves. It's a full-time job. That sounds like a lot of work. Wonder how the bats would feel about their guano being taken like that. Maybe it's better they don't know. Like bat plummet. I mean, I never think about where it goes, do you? I think it's reassuring to know someone's taking care of everything for these little bats. Yeah, who's gonna build a people hibernaculum? Maybe we'll build it ourselves. Maybe we already did. Like folks in the mine, you said they used to buy stuff, fans, canaries, all those little trinkets, to make it bearable. There's still a lot of stuff down there. It feels cluttered, but human. I mean, all people need is enough to pretend we're home, and we can make it anywhere. You get kind of philosophical when you're drinking. Did anyone ever tell you that? Yeah, I guess I do. That's nothing. I used to have this drinking buddy who would get loaded and tell the weirdest damn riddles, like, which is more musical, a truck passing by a factory or a truck passing by a musical stool? Ha! Count your blessings. Count your blessings. I can't make a fake laugh to save my life. That's weird. I don't need too many black bat facts. Otherwise, I might just die. It was peaceful, though. After so much dialogue, I was about to die. Maybe that's why they call it dialogue. But somehow I doubt it. Anything interesting? Nope. Okay. So workplace? Wild. Hey, pirate. Back down this weird rabbit hole, huh? Is that an Isaac shirt? Yes, it is. I got it from my friend for a late Christmas gift. And I love it dearly. And so I wore it today. Careful up there. Can't drive a new truck. You slip and break your legs. Me too. Just try not to make any more bad deals while I'm gone. I'll just be floating along down here. I mean, just keep your eyes open and don't look back. Pirate, how's your weekend, buddy? Ashiel. Yep, that's exactly who I need to talk to. Could be bypassed with another capacitor, 100 nanofarads to reduce the noise. You Ashiel Morse? I mean me? Yes, I'm him. Sorry, I've been hacking on this thing all night. My thoughts are starting to come in alternating circuits. We don't install this type of phone for customers anymore, but there are quite a few of them still in circulation. Anyway, that new system doesn't source enough current to ring these old bells, so I'm trying to come up with a workaround. Maybe a little box customer could attach right before the wall jack. You do still work here. On Tugboat, they weren't totally sure. Oh well, yeah, I'm here just about every night. This your first time down here? Yeah, I can tell. Guys can't quite adjust to the light. Take some practice. Believe it or not, I've been coming here since I was a kid, for one reason or the next. Back then, this place was a train station. It's true. They had bats then, too, but they were considered a nuisance. What happened to the train station? Well, the river shifted, and this place slowly filled with water, carrying the trains away with current. It does that, the river, and I don't begrudge it. It's a good reminder that everything we have is borrowed. Even trains. Eventually, someone at the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces heard this place was still empty, so they moved the phone company in here. I returned as a young lineman, a skill I'd picked up in wartime, running telephone wires behind enemy lines. Used trees instead of poles, though. I missed that, actually. They were easier to climb. It's just as well, though. I'm in no state to climbing anything these days. Closest I get is patching up the wiring in the crystal room for the WEVP folks. It's a TV station, right? Oh, maybe they should print some maps. Not really supposed to be a secret, but it's not common knowledge, either. It's rather very short-staffed. Listen, miss, if you're interested in WVP, you should talk to them directly. They're always looking for volunteers, after all. Take the ferry over to Silo. There's a mile stop there. No sign or anything. Just ask around. Guess I'll get to this damn old ringer. Poppy's just a little further down if you're dropping out that package. Nice chatting with you. Alright. On the road again. Who's the... Oh, what you looking at, kid? Oh, hi, I remember you. What are you doing down here? I'm just exploring. I like dark underground places. I'm a romantic. I think I'm more classical myself. That sounds like the same thing to me. Okay, bye. Fascinating. Poppy, what you got for me? Just sit right over there by the lamp, sweetie. Thanks. Actually, just a minute. Who's this parcel claim to be from? Consolidated Power Company. Oh dear, I'm afraid to open it. So who are you? Do you work for the post office or the tugboat? I only ask because I haven't seen you before. Was that you I heard chatting down the hall? Yeah, I just met Dashiel. Working on that obsolete ringer, hasn't he? Poor Dashiel. He was not really... He was let go a while back. A long while, actually. When they started restructuring, he was one of the first to go, but he talked them into letting him come every day and fiddle with some interminable project. So that's to keep a long gap from growing his resume, but I think he just had nothing better to do. Well, his old man who needs to work, you know? Doesn't know how to be any other way. Well, there are no real jobs here, but there are fake jobs, I guess. Well, there's noise like this. When I came to work at the Echo River Central Exchange, there were 12 of us. Loretta, Edna, Meg, Kara, Marie, Lois, Liz, Hester, Angie, Wilma, Connie. I was number 12. Connie and I were hired on the same day, but she showed up early. Marie finished college. Hester was fired for snapping at a rude caller, but he had it coming, and I heard she did just fine on her own. So they hired Beryl, Jana, and Sachiko. This brought us up to 13, and that was as many operators we ever had here at one time. Power company came along, buying up all the lines, and one day they took the exchange as a throw-in. Like it was nothing. Nothing! And they started phasing us out. Edna, Meg, Kara, and Lois left one Friday evening and were asked not to come back on Monday morning. Beryl saw the writing on the wall, quickly found employment at a private PBX. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Pabst Blue Extreme. Then Jan and Liz stopped around and called and write up some of the best practices document instead. Those are final tasks of the exchange employees. Some of the girls were reassigned to other divisions. Connie, I think, was checking residential meters. Sachiko and Wilma were moving to energy sales, cold calling businesses to see if they needed to upgrade their electricity plan. At least they were still on the phone. That was just Loretta, Angie, and me. We were swamped. The hours were hell and hard on the throat. The voice with a smile became a croak. I was gargling warm salt water in the break room, sipping from a thermos full of hot honey broth stashed in my chair. Brought a lot of those extended technique to the switchboard in those days. Sound pretty good to me. Yeah, I'm impressed. Where was I? Extended switchboard technique. Oh, it was all about timing your breath. Some girls got lightheaded doing too many calls in a row. With the upbeat dynamic inflection they made us use to keep everything intelligible. It was very physical. So after a few months, it was just me. New automation strategy was announced, and this place was rechristened. Consolidated Auxiliary Switch number 30. If it's automated, what do you do here? Not fully automated. There's still gaps of functionality that need a human touch. And, you know, it really is all about touch here. Sound is vibration. Touch you feel in your ear. So my voice is my touch. When we're talking, we're touching, even on the phone. It's an electric touch, an intimate little shock that makes your tiny hairs tremble. Ooh. It was okay. How was yours? It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Let me finish this dialogue and I'll talk all about it. When the power company first tried automating this old exchange with fancy new transistor arrays, the switchboard caught fire. It was just too much, too fast. So they tried using them clunky old mechanical relays, but then the calls were getting mismatched or out of sync. It was a nightmare. Technicians developed the phone system down here had been determined that the phone system down here had been designed ad hoc over decades around the specific tempo of its human operators. So, short of replacing the whole thing, not to mention all the wiring, they have to work out the exact timing of every little human gesture that goes into routing a phone call. And that officially is my role here. I run the switchboard for the whole exchange. Once the work of 12, I'd like to remind you. They have some kind of machine somewhere that tracks how long it takes me to do each little thing. Caller number hears my voice now. They dial, my little indicator light switch on, and make the connection. Do you miss talking to them? You know, there's something that bothers me about the process, besides the fact that I'm training my replacement, who isn't even human. Here's what I mean. How long do you think it should take time to time my every move and recreate that timing in an automated switchboard? Rough estimate. A couple days? That's what I said, but I've been going on for over a year, and a very dark thought has started nagging at me. What if there's no cheap machine that's going to replace me? What if it's cheaper just to keep me here, filling in for the rhythm of the operators? What if I'm the cheap machine? Why don't you just quit? In this economy? No, you're probably right. Working in silence for peanut shells, waiting to be replaced by a robot. Doesn't sound very dignified, does it? The reality is I've been working here for my whole adult life. Came here as a girl and I'll leave a middle-aged woman. I don't know if I'm ready to be here yet. Ugh, I sound like the shield. Oh, the parcel right over there by the lamp is fine. Thanks for dropping that off. Think of me when you dial 0. Hello? Hello? Just leaving with your new friends, huh? Cool. Great. Awesome. Well, it was nice having a main character for a while. Yeah, no, the weekend was good. I like how by this lady telling us the whole life story, he was able to do that. Yeah, it was good. Hung out with a friend. I went to that same friend's house on Sunday to watch Super Bowl. Said friend gave me this shirt. I love the shirt. Went to a hockey game. I went to a Mexican restaurant. Relaxed some. Stayed up till 5 a.m. on Saturday because I have no self-control when it comes to weekends sometimes. Don't know why. Wasn't really doing anything until 5 a.m. I was done doing anything at like 2. I was about to ready to go to bed. And I just stayed up. I don't know why. I don't know if anyone else does that either, but sometimes it just happens. And suddenly it's 5. Do I do it to prove that I can do it still? And I'm not an old fogey? I don't know. Maybe. Also, our main character just kind of walked off with some other skellies, so that's kind of cool. Doing nothing is great. It is, but when you're up till 5 a.m. and then you feel it the next morning, not as great. Doing nothing overall, still pretty good. She returned to the dinghy alone. She was strong and sudden urge to shut the motor on and let the current take her, but she couldn't work out where that impulse came from, so she did her best to resist it. She met a flower salesman on a raft. They floated alongside in buoyant pots, bobbing untethered. He corralled them with a long pole in a stream of small adjustments. She made small talk. He was alert and easygoing. His day was just beginning. He used to work at the balloon barn, but it closed down. When he wasn't selling flowers, he'd hang out by the highway and listen to the sound the cars made, studying them carefully, and then learn to reproduce them in his own voice. He was working on a record. What is that? You titled that Car Noises? Like, I know that the Beach Boys had an awesome album called Pet Sounds, but the next album from the Beach Boys. You've heard of Pet Sounds. Now hear Car Noises. A painter of shipwrecks. He never worked from photographs, so his paintings could be divided into two categories. The ones he painted from life, and Necker River was a very good source for these because its currents were so unpredictable and the tunnels so dark. He rendered these by oil paint, by lamplight, working for hours cross-legged on the porch of his houseboat / studio. Then there were the ones he painted from memory, mostly memory of a single wreck he encountered as a much younger man. Picking up litter. Well, thanks, Chelsea. Thanks for the subscription. Mootown, Car Sounds, and Bluegrass. Motown, Car Sounds, and Bluegrass. Nice. Appreciate it. What was painting from memory? Mostly memory of a single wreck he encounters as a much younger man picking up litter where the coastal highway cleaves to the rocky beaches of Northern California. They were done in watercolor. He preferred to work on them in the morning in a room he rented near the airport in Louisville. He had some postcard-sized sketches in charcoal, too, of the Iron Pariah. It wasn't a wreck, but it felt right. Tried to scribble one down every time he encountered it. It was so unpredictable, and he was so focused on details, he would just end up with a handful of inscrutable marks. That's me drawing every time. A guitar player pedaling a floating bicycle with his dog in tow. He said they took turns. The water was cold and the floating bicycle, while technically marvelous, wasn't quite buoyant enough for the both of them. Swimming is hard work. Hardest work the dog expected. They'd been traveling this way for most of the night, struggling through the icy water, stopping to recover when they could find a rock large enough to start a small campfire. He had his belongings stuffed into a weathered guitar case at the end of a thin rope. It floated pretty well, so he only had to keep an eye on it, occasionally free it from a rock or some driftwood it got caught on. To ride on my dinghy? He appreciated the offer, but they weren't in a hurry. She gave in, shut off the motor, and floated for a while. Then she knew what she'd been craving. A moment of silence. Actual silence. Morale. What have I stumbled upon now? Apparently the pedaled bicycle. Do I steer? Nope, I do not. Okay, cool. That's fine. Steering's for chumps, apparently. Act 4, Scene 9. Sam and Ida's. Well, that's where we're trying to get eventually, so it makes sense. That was our end goal originally. Ooh, I like the design here. I like it a lot. Up we go, I suppose. I'm going to talk about our skeleton friend that has run off. Or perhaps not. Just in time. We already finished eating, but we're about to place a to-go order from Clara. She's back on board getting ready for a show. Take a look at the menu. I'm sure there's something you'll like. He's a bit of a local celebrity for cooking. I mean, I was just asking about you. He's around the corner playing a video game. Maybe go let him know you two are back, or... Where's the old man, anyway? Not gonna talk about it. Okay. Oh, bad luck. We'll get it next time, though. Hey, you got a corner? He's almost got this. It's true. Sure, I have 1 quarter. Oh, thank you. So, where's... They took him. Damn. Yeah, he really got himself into a situation there. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down. Cool. Food is good here. I think everyone else is finishing up, but you could probably get something to go. Alright, Claw Maestro. Let's give it another shot. So let's see what's on the top of the pile here. There's a stuffed octopus, plastic bag full of clamshells, and a cowboy hat, and some big headphones. That octopus has a leg wrapped around the boombox underneath. Shells are pretty clear, but I don't know if Claw can really grip the bag well. Cowboy hat's in the corner, so it might be kind of tricky to tell if it's wedged in or not. Headphones might be a good bet, but I can't see the cord. Could be wrapped around something. What are you gonna go for? Give me that. Give me that cowboy hat. Sounds good. Oh, we can get that claw back far enough to get a grip on it. Okay, I put this quarter in you about 8 seconds to grab your prize. Hat is in the back right corner. Let me know if you need help lining it up. I've got a slightly different view of the field from up here. Here we go. Timer 8. The claw hovers in the front left corner of the machine. Up. 7. Halfway. Up. Back left. Right. Right. Back right corner. Does this look right? Yeah, looks good to me. Boom. Let's do it. The claw drops. It grabs the hat. Claw's only able to hit it over the brim. It's not a strong enough grip to pull the hat out of the machine. No! Sorry, kid. That would look good on you, too. I guess it's just too far back in that corner. Hey, listen. Sounds like that old man you were following around. I guess he has to leave. Is he coming back? Oh, probably not. He's got himself on a trajectory, you know? Anyway, I don't know what kind of plans you have now, but if you need help figuring out your next move, you can always talk to me and Miss Junebug. I just want to make sure you know that. Well, I have to meet up with Julian when we get back above ground. I have a giant eagle for a brother. I'm not abandoning that. That's awesome. Yeah, he's your brother, you said, right? Hey, you still have time to poke around this place a little. There's pretty wild stuff here. I love how it swaps perspective so heckin' much. Really unique. You see this? You can tell full of fake food here. I don't know why. Drank with your coworkers Saturday night. There are so many choices it could be. Are you alive? Oh, Mike Chung? I love Mike. He's great. That's right, he was in town. How'd the marathon go, Pat? Still alive? Mostly. Actually, it might be real food called the shellac or something. It's not alive. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, and look, this tentacle looking thing is half eaten. This is someone's meal that they didn't finish? I dare you take a bite. You first. Alright. Well, hold on, I'm just kidding. If Sam had preserved this half-eaten meal, it must have been pretty important to them, right? Maybe it belonged to someone they cared about, like a beloved uncle that had a mid-meal stroke. So they kept it in his memory. Yeah, like these sunflower seeds my folks left behind. I'm sure your folks are fine, though. You worried about them? Yeah, it's weird they just disappeared. Yeah, well, that's okay to be worried. You're doing fine. I mean, somehow I thought it was his truck, delivery and all. It was, that's what she's saying, but he gave it to her before they took him away. He delivered it anyway. Why? He's my friend. He needs my help to finish this job. That's right, he's our friend too. Johnny will help you unload when you get there. Lift your legs, Cricket. Yes, ma'am. What was the marathon around? Was it like around a zoo? They do one around John Ball. They do one around a park. Or was it downtown? Well, oh yeah, Millennium Park. I did ring a bell. I have a bad memory, Pat. Forgive me. 6 loops. Whew. That's a chunk, man. How's everything? How's that sweet cave snail? Devastating. You're a killer, Ida. Well, I can't take all the credit. Sam came across a whole cave snail colony down there about a year back, and we've been leaving rock candy for them to gorge on since. Just started harvesting earlier this month. It's all about patience down here. And grows more slowly in the dark, after all. There's a fish in Lake Leth that lives to 200 years, and its flavor profile only develops at about 75. Got a pot of bones in there that's been stewing for at least a week. I don't even remember why I put them on. Come to think of it, I don't even remember what kind of bones they are. Oh, we need one for the road. Clara said she wanted, something primordial, she said. What's that mean? Something from very deep in the lake. Well, could be. You pick. No good at this. Salamander. Cuttlefish would work. Sweetwater cuttlefish spread. Might try to visit tomorrow. Today was busy and I limped really bad everywhere. Yeah, if you need me to like wheelbarrow your body up, just let me know. Recovery after any sort of marathon is by all accounts rather hefty. He prods a half-eaten tentacle. The tentacle is solid and fixed in place. We used to steam those. Juicy. I prefer them smoked now. Oh, sorry I startled you, sweetie. Whose food is this? This is the driver's table, or diver's table, and this was the diver's meal. Pulled your quad, mile 3. Knowing you didn't stop, did you? You didn't stop there. Food is about 15 years old. It's true. Things were different then. No one came to eat here. We were fighting just to keep the lights on. Sam, my husband, was depressed. He couldn't catch anything, and that was part of the problem. Most of what we served was shipped in frozen or dried, and I just threw it in the fryer. Both come a long way since then. Well, two young men came in for dinner. Seasoned divers, they said. Over 10,000 hours between them and Lake Leth alone. They've been out all day salvaging parts from a riverboat wreck and had worked up a fierce hunger, they said. They ordered the whole menu without even looking. It was a short menu those days. I sat them right there and went back to the kitchen. Sam was at his next table doing a Sudoku, drinking malt liquor, his usual routine at the time. An hour later, I was cleaning up when Sam came bursting into the kitchen. Ida, those divers are still hungry. Bring them another course. I said, they already ordered the whole menu. Make something new. Keep making dishes, whatever. Just keep bringing them out food. So I did until the small hours in the morning. I made up so many new dishes that night I could write a book. And it was good. Inspired. I was working so hot and fast at the burning edge of inspiration, I didn't think to write any of it down. I was so wrecked with exhaustion the next day, I knew I couldn't remember what I all had done in the kitchen. Sam thought we could take a photograph of the leftovers, but couldn't get the lighting right, so we just shellacked the whole table. Now I need inspiration for the menu, I come here and look and think about all those ingenious dishes I threw together for those divers. Of course, they didn't play their full bill, and one of them complained to the other, let's just pay half and let them charge the other half to whatever demon in the kitchen kept making up food faster than we could ask for. But it all worked out. That's another debt thing. Things really turned around here since then. This place is actually pretty popular now. Success and our expanded menu inspired Sam too. Started bringing back the most magnificent ingredients from his nightly dives. Ready to work? Start here, sweet. I'll bring you a treat on my way back out. I walk some each mile, starting halfway through. Body's a wreck though from trying to compensate for it the entire race. Oh yeah, you train a certain way for, God, hundreds of miles probably for you. And then you have to compensate for it after that. Muscle memory's a bitch. It'd be really hard. And your watch broke 2 minutes before the race started, so you had no music. To me, that's even worse than pulling a quad. As stupid as that sounds. I just get so bored. I never really get into like that runner's trance that I hear people sometimes talk about, you know? Well, buddy, guess your catch of the day, one and only. What are you? You look like some kind of eel, I guess? Kind of mopey little guy, huh? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You smell like sort of buttery. Well, that should be just fine. Skin feels like sandpaper. I'll just figure something out. I think I'll call you Lazy Cold Deep Eel. Very catchy. You enjoy your stay. I mean, not too much. Ever seen a creature like me before? You're pretty far down there. Wouldn't be surprised if I'm the first, except there were 2 divers winning before me long ago. I think that was before your time. How old are you anyway? I wonder. Dude, this guy will not go upstairs. Like, everyone has to tell me their life story. And this man's telling this eel his life story. 1 step, 1 paragraph. Incredible. They here once, back in the bad old days. 2 young guys, could have been brothers maybe. I was over in the counter with my coffee and crossword. It's crossword instead of Sudoku. I haven't been able to catch a thing, so I had to just fry up something frozen. The guys were hungry enough to eat it and asked for more, and they did at least as much talking as eating. See, like I had said, they were divers, and like I said, they may have been brothers. A kind of a rivalry going between them or something. I was about to write up a check, but I slipped calmly and quietly, whereas he was yelling in Ida's story. I like the differences. Into the kitchen for a minute and told her to just keep bringing out food. Figured they wouldn't notice, caught up in their boasting as they were. I wanted to listen. They went back and forth for hours about all the deep and dangerous dives they'd been on, new tunnels they discovered, all the weird creatures they'd encountered at the weirdest depths of Lake Leth. It's like a dance, no, a boxing match, actually. Each story went deeper than the last. I listened to every word of it, memorized every description of every tunnel and diving route they discovered. That's my map now, you see. For 15 years, I've been able to use routes those you 2 young divers discussed right here at the table. Yeah, I could write a guidebook to the depths of this lake, but I don't dare. Someone steal my good diving spots, and then where would he be? So people come here from all over just to try our daily catch, because they know it's unique. Ain't you proud? If they can't write anything down, I just preserve that table where they had their meals so I can look at it to jog my memory. Like, they were eating pickled crab when they talked about that shipwreck full of salamanders. Pretty clever, huh? It's my own secret code. So they use this half-preserved meal as, like, their own palindromes to remember things. Well, I'll be straight with you, Lazy Cold Deep Eel. There is one feature of this arrangement that I find unsettling. In fact, I lose a decent amount of sleep over it. Told you those boys were competing, right? One-upping the other. Each getting wilder and more adventurous, so they traded tales. Well, I navigate mostly in the dark down there, just by touch, and a kind of mental picture I can construct from their detailed boasts. And every time I explore a new diving spot from those recollections, weigh it all against the risks that headed right into a dangerous falsehood. One of those men could have felt for a moment like he was losing some ground in their little duel. He could have slipped a fake one in there. Maybe told a fib about some dive he went on, or found a colony of blind shrimp living in a discarded refrigerator. And when I get down there, my diving bell cracks open on a sharp rock where he said the fridge would be. And that's the end of Sam of Salmonitis. To be honest, that possibility puts fear and death in me every time I touch water. What a somber ending to his literal life story that he told this eel, who's definitely dead by this point. He talked him to death. He probably died of boredom before he died of oxygen deprivation. Or, yeah, no. Or strangulation. Whatever. Same diff. You say I'm good haul tonight? We'll see what you can make of it. Yeah, pretty good though, I think. I had some trouble down by the narrow tunnel. Some kind of fast-growing freshwater barnacles just about sealed it up. Picked away for half an hour before I gave up, went around the other way. But got the catch of the day. That's the important part. That's what people travel here for. What is the catch today? This here's a lazy, cold, deep eel. Mopey, sandpapery old eel. I don't know how to fix them, but that sandpapery quality ought to do something for, what do they call it? Mouth feel? You stay for a drink? I got a dark rum that goes well with coffee. It's a bit early for me. Yeah, seems like it's always too early. Oh, she's got your food ready. I'll enjoy your meal, alright? The bluegrass band that's followed me. It's back. Son of a bitch. How do they keep finding me? This is pretty, though. I think my love of bluegrass started with a movie called Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Oh, it's a Coen Brothers movie that's basically a weird southern version of like Homer's Odyssey. There's a lot of similarities to that and all that. It's really good, but the music for it is chef's kiss, you know. Absolutely perfect. So this always brings up memories of that movie. She returns to the tugboat. It's really pretty, though. So we just... That guy's... That's it. Conway's just gone. Gone for good now. See that? It just looks like a swirling mess of garbage, doesn't it? Well, that's what it is. I don't know why trash seems to collect right there of all the spots in the lake. It's always been that way. Everyone navigates around it like it's an island or something. You see some desks and chairs swirling around the edge there. It's all in one desks, like they have in schools. If I remember right, it's been a few years since I saw the inside of one. Must have washed down from somewhere. Never known there would be a school on the lake. And there was the Gemini School of Beauty. It was run by sisters, Cassie and Paula, indistinguishable except for their haircuts. I wouldn't think they would use desks like that. We used to stop there most every night to let someone offer a cheap haircut. Student stylists, you know. And they spared many a sailor the pain of a botched do-it-yourself do. But I guess they got in deep to the power company. Those blow dryers and curling irons burn a lot of coal. It's a shame they had to close down. Haircuts are gone, but the hair keeps growing. Yeah, this cluttered place makes a decent local museum. It's as good a history as I could ever tell. We arrived at a small houseboat neighborhood that was sometimes hosted concerts for the pleasure of its residents, where Clara was scheduled that night to perform. Oh, yeah. You get to help Clara with her performance. Very important. We sampled a cat. We need to include the cat in this. Otherwise, there's no point. Well, Pat, you have my general condolences about the marathon. Sorry it didn't go as well as I had hoped it would. Especially the watch. No music is the worst part. That's a very special tape player you have there. Like forwards or backwards, slow or fast. We discover some completely new sounds tonight, Ezra. So are you ready? Yes. Excellent. I can tell you have a good intuition for sound, and that's very important in this piece. I don't. I'm kind of tone deaf, but this is going to be fine. Any questions? Nope. I am a very confident child. All right, let's begin. Oh, cats. Cats. It's gonna be slow cat, and then fast cat. Music really makes you think. They've really been working on made music a key part of the game. Pots and pans. Mixing it up. Or whatever. This is just haunting at this point. Fuck it, we're going back to cats. But we're gonna play it backwards. Let's keep it as creepy as possible, apparently. Now that's what I call music. God, first Wander Song and then this. Like, how can we make this poor guy's musical preferences be as terrible as possible? The answer is by sneaking in a music composing section for both games. Except for Wander Song made me do that multiple times because it's a terrible, terrible thing. It's so mean. Can't believe it would do that. Weird. It's weird. I can't. It's not like it's a song or anything. It's just weird. Thank you, Ezra. Is that okay? Oh, I don't think I understand your question. I just was pressing buttons, but you're like a theremin scientist. Scientist? Oh no. But like a scientist, I experiment. Unlike a scientist, I have no hypothesis. Try not to be attached to outcomes. That makes sense? A violin teacher used to tell me to play like a tourist. Act as though you've never been there before. Hope we continue making tapes, Ezra. I'm sure there are many more people who enjoy listening to them on the server and elsewhere. Well, thanks. Thanks a bunch. Much appreciated. I met a photographer once. I mean, one in particular. She even took my portrait. Can't imagine why. She said it would immortalize me. That was a metaphor, of course. She meant that I'd never be forgotten. As she was disembarking, not far from here, actually, film fell out of her bag and was borne away by the current. I was working on deck at the time. Shot me a sad, apologetic glance, but I wasn't bothered. It's no shame to be forgotten. If you say so, friend. Is that just a big spiral staircase or a drill? It's gotta be spiral staircase. Going up above water. Scene 12. Are we really... Did I skip a scene? Did I miss one? I don't think so. The Silo of Late Reflections. This was our destination to get back above ground, I believe. Yep. What's this place like, Dogwood Drive? It's in a small town, or... I really don't know. I've got the Manifest old man in his truck here. Lysets Antiques, Mail order delivery, no return address, shipping address, 5 Dogwood Drive, packing list. It's just numbers. Guess the inventory numbers the antiques he's supposed to be delivering. Anyway, I'm glad you're coming with us. Yes, I'm always eager to see more of the country, and I enjoy the company. I'll have to find a bus or a train to get on to Nashville by evening. Like buses everywhere, right? Hey, I could drive you to Nashville. Seems I have a truck now, only how are we gonna get up these stairs? That is quite the staircase. There's no way to get this truck up these stairs, is there? Not with that attitude. No, there isn't. Looks like we're making the rest of this trip on foot. Is it safe just to leave the truck here? I don't even know what's in there. Well, it's too much to carry. Nah, we've been loading and unloading gear since the stars were young. We're on roadies, right? We got expertise. Alright, Cricket. Let's get this delivery packed and tied to the bundles. We are hiking it upstairs. What's in there? Antiques, I guess. Antiques. Yeah, antiques are... It's like junk, but people will pay for it. Oh. Sorry, I guess we'll be taking the bus after all. It's okay. It will be an adventure. Shanna sighs and stretches. Tired? Don't you worry, lady. We're almost there. It's been quite a frickin' adventure to get there, though. I'll tell you that much. Woof! Woof and a half. I assume it's the end of Act 4. One act to go, and an interlude. I wonder if we're going to get any closure on Conway, or that was his closure. Or if that was stoppable or not. Hey, it's not crossed out anymore. It's been crossed out like the entire game. Un pueblo de nada. Is this a house of nothing? Are my Spanish skills, have they abandoned me like my memory has apparently? Or is this what this stands for? Just a house of nothing. Not late, am I? Who is this person? Late for... Oh, sorry, I'm Maya. Right, traveling artist. Welcome. I'm Emily. I work here. Great. Rena says you're the producer? Oh, did she? I guess so. I do a little bit of everything around here. Yeah, I know the feeling. You were around earlier at the lunch thing? No, I don't live in town. I just come into work on the station. This must be the WEVP, the community station that we've worked on. It's quite a hike, isn't it? I know some shortcuts. Okay. I like how we see her inner thoughts instead of actual dialogue. Make sure she's comfortable. So do you... No, I'm fine, thanks. Let's find somewhere to perch until you folks are ready. I got a lot to digest. I mean. Well, it was a big lunch, but I spent most of the afternoon examining the mounds. The mounds! The burial mounds. Yeah, that's why I came down here. See them up close, make some sketches. They're amazing, right? They make me feel uncomfortable, to be honest. Seems kind of weird to build a town in a graveyard. Sure, but every town has a graveyard. Usually town comes first. Yeah, I'll check if Rita's ready. Just hang back here somewhere. I'll let you know when it's time to come on set. Great, thanks for having me. You too. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh god, that's like... Why am I so awkward with visitors here? That's what, like, a waiter coming and saying, enjoy your meal, and you're like, you too! And then it's just like a knee-jerk reaction, and you're like, I was just trying to be polite, but now I'm just a fool. It's like I just made it just before the sky broke open. At least the floor is staying dry. My left boot has a hole. Gets any worse when I be stuck in town tonight. This is weird. You can tell the production value went sky high. Right. Zarno's here to help with the weather report. That should be cool. Emil gets a lot more into it when he has some noise to vibe on. Used to be on the other side of the couch of the room. The couch is in this corner. Moved it here where the ceiling is least leaky. So much archiving is just playing hide and seek with weather. Slow-mo Crow. Keeping an eye on the control board. Keep up the good work, Mo. Damn straight. Be the MVP, Mo. Nice. Well, time to start the show. Alright, ready when you are. How's it look outside? Gross. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Saturn, of course, is in retrograde. What's that even mean? Yep. Think it'll let up? I guess we'll see what Elmo says. My poor tomatoes. My cabbages. Alright, in 3, 2... Hi, this is Rita, your evening broadcast, 8192. Wow, it's really raining out there. Damn, I can hear it from here. A few leaks, put some pots and bowls underneath them. Thanks, Ron, for letting us your end of extra pots and bowls. Hope you had a good day despite the weather, although it was really nice earlier, right? I had a good day today. I'm a new friend. She's going to join us in about a minute or so. Maybe you saw her earlier around lunch, or if you didn't meet her, then you'll meet her in a minute. Or if you met her already, but you still want to hang out, I'm sure there's plenty that we can talk about. Wow, so this is 8192. Is that right, Emily? Wait, what's she talking about? That's a lot of broadcasts. Came in around the 5s? So I've only been around for half of them. Back then in the 5s, let's see, I did Night Noise, and then we had the Swap Show, and the Bird Show, and people were just coming in and dropping off tapes all the time, and now well, it's just evening broadcasts. It's not like, I'm not saying we're in decline or anything like that. I love the evening broadcasts. I think it was the first show we had on here. It was the first show not produced by the Power Company. It was the first community show, yeah. That nasty paranoid propaganda. Technically, the first broadcast ranked Connie. Not really worth remembering. Yeah, so it's the spine of the station, or maybe the heart? The skin? What part of WVP body do you think this is? Why don't you come on by and tell us about it? We're going to be here for another 30 minutes or so. Or if you don't want to brave the storm, you can always give us a call. Same number as always, 270-216-5556. Okay, so we're going to start with a tape. This is an old one. It's one of mine, but maybe you haven't seen it. Or if you've seen it, it's been a while, so maybe you've forgotten. Ah, shit. What? Chesney Cooper tape. Un pueblo de nada. Where is it? I don't know. It's probably still shelved. I'll find it. Ron silently mouths a thank you. Do. Slowly turning. Emily scans the shelf of videotapes. I have these alphabetical. Can't keep anything in here organized for long. We should put this all in chronological order. Well, I guess it's hard to remember sometimes, the order of things, and some of these tapes were made at the same time, or we started one video and then started another in the middle, and then came back later, and time is out of joint. It's like sweeping a beach. Oh, wait a minute. So you start filing the old stuff by language, so favorite tires, that's English. Disagreeable birds, also English. Zone, that's in Japanese. Fiesta salvaje, getting warmer. And pueblo de nada. What would you all do without me? Queuing up the tape. Here we go, Mo. Hold off on playing this till Rita's done setting it up. Thanks, babe. Yeah, you go, Mo. Fucking best. Slow-mo Crow. Ready when you are, Rita. Some people lived here a long time ago, before the company town, before the airstrip, like over 100 years ago. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. Ready, Emily? You do it, Crow. Wonder what Maya thinks of the doc. It's cool. Have you seen it before? Is she being genuine right now? Just making small talk? Honestly, it makes me kind of sleepy. I know what you mean. I used to date a filmmaker. He worked in a similar style. Slideshow gothic. Did stuff for the History Channel, like really dry shows about war. But what about the ancient aliens? We all know that World War II was actually caused by aliens. Also, Egyptians, also aliens. Who can build triangles? Pyramids? Aliens. The banality of the trenches? Aliens. Not a bad way to learn about history, though. She did a lot of research for this tape. People of Nothing. The People of Nothing. I thought Pueblo was... Oh, I'm dumb. Casa's house. Doop, doop, doop. I was thinking of Pueblos as in, like... different things. Oops. Still a few of those from worn out notebooks they left. So I guess that guy from the university took the rest. What do you say he was working on? My 1.5 years of Spanish class in my podunk little high school apparently did not prepare me accurately or well enough for any sort of second language. I am ignorant. Alright. Archive of Utopian Thought. Some rig preservation project, I guess. Now the People of Nothing are shelved somewhere. And here on this tape. It's good tape. It's good to have a portrait of the people who used to live here, and it does a good job communicating who they are and what they did. What they were like, I think, at least. People should know. Community shouldn't just disappear when it disappears. Or is there even a difference? Though now the tape is just here on a shelf. Every once in a while we'll dust it off, and it shuffles around the airwaves again, like an old dog. Sorry, did I say something wrong? Oh, no. I'm sorry, I just have some weird shit going on in my head tonight. You know what I mean? Sure, it's okay. Sorry, I spaced out. Don't worry about it. You should... Oh, should I go sit? Yeah, it's almost over. Hope that sign isn't getting wet. Sherry just repainted it. Maya. So where are you staying tonight? Here in town. Oh, good. Yeah. Even before the storm came in, I thought it'd be nice to get some rest before the long hike back to the highway. Ron offered his loft? What? He said I could sleep in his loft. Oh, honey, he's talking about his barn. Ron, nobody wants to sleep in your barn. It's not haunted. But it is haunted. Bob's got some pretty clear voices there up on his tape recorder. He wanted to go have a seance, but couldn't round up enough brave souls to go all the way around the table. Yeah, count me among those. We'll stay at my place. Oh, thanks. Oh, Ron. Do you need anything? Actually, do you have an extra toothbrush? Can I sleep under the stars? I think I do, actually, yeah. Oh my god, I've been in the woods, you know. Right. Actually used a twig this morning. Kind of chewed up one end. I've done that. Really? I'm disappointed. I thought I invented it. Better, you can chew on some pine needles. It really freshens your breath. I mean, it's not perfect. Wow, that is roughing it. Just close your eyes and pretend, I guess. Right, exactly. And then it's just not the same as real toothpaste. What the hell are... Do they know we're rolling? Emily waves to Rita. To camera. Oh, okay. Hi. So hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said, that was from, like... It's several years old. I can't remember exactly. I enjoyed it very much. Well, thank you, Maya. What's next? I brought in the tape. Oh, okay. You good? All queued up? I'm gonna check on the boys. What the hell are they doing? This blob looks a lot like a Conway-shaped blob. Ben and Bob. Nope. These are the three goobers again. Emily produced... So they worked for WVP. That's shown up in every single episode except for the second interlude, I think. So then it won't mute while it scans between stations. Okay, because that's where they live, right? Oh, no, you just want that constant static noise. Right, the noise. That's where they live. They don't live anywhere, dude. They're ghosts. Okay, why does it matter where you tune the radio? It's like soil in your garden. You need rich soil, right? Mashed up, rotten leaves and stuff. Like compost. Hey, how's the show? Just a normal night. It's good. Always have fun to have a guest. Something for the shut-ins. A few old folks never leave their homes. I can't talk ever, apparently. I should just tie these lips in a balloon knot. Like the frog lady. I've never seen her side her home, but Ron said she's up to several hundred frogs at least. Wow, that's taking Crazy Cat Lady to a whole new level of weird. They used to just live in their bathtub, and then someone started collecting old sinks and basins from abandoned houses. That's our little town. Stragglers, weirdos, and ghost hunters. You hear that? That was definitely a voice from Beyond the Grave. Sounded like, I clearly heard Dogwood in there. Yeah, kind of sounded more like Frogwood to me. The hell is Frogwood? Man, I don't tell the ghost what to say. You hear that, Emily? Must have been Dogwood. I guess it doesn't matter. Ghost voices don't really come out until you play back the recording later. It only exists in recordings, like a copy without the original. A mirror reflecting something that isn't in the room. Eerie. Like the mounds. The mounds! Think they're haunted? No, or, well, sure, probably. But I meant they're like the reflection. People who made them lived hundreds of years ago. Well, society's long gone. Now we just have these lingering echoes without any trace of context. Yeah, that is kind of eerie. So the ghosts speak and we can't hear it, but the tape recorder can hear it. Is that right? I don't know. Sometimes I think it's more like the recording itself is a ghost. Like, that's what ghosts are. Recording of events that didn't happen. And something keeps leaving new marks even after it's gone. False memories. Holes from the floor are getting wet pretty quickly. Hope someone is planning to empty these. Somebody else, not me. Ron's big moment. So, okay, Ron, anything you want to tell us about that tape? Everything on that tape was wild. Really? Everything? Wild stuff indeed. Even the horses? Everything on that tape was wild. Just tell everyone about this little donut shop in Sonora. Donut party. Telling everyone they had amazing crullers, trying to convince them to stop there with me anytime we were in the area, but the thing that stuck in my head was the name. Just thought it was funny. Were the horses wild? I thought those were the horses here. Oh, the neighbors? I'm calling the horses here the neighbors. No, I didn't recognize that one. This is like spookily accurate in my headphones. I feel like it's raining outside. So realistic. One morning on our way back from Lake Gig, just as the sun was coming up, Ben and Bob and I found ourselves on 65 by the Sonora exit at prime donut eating hour. So we stopped by. I don't think there are any wild horses anymore. Really? How could that be? Oh well, they've all been domesticated. Are the neighbors domesticated? No, we don't own them, no. They're, feral? It wasn't called Donut Party, it was just called Donuts. I said I thought they'd change the name, but why? And then I noticed there was a party supply store across the street. Donuts weren't even very good, but the weird part is, I still fantasize about stopping by the real Donut Party some morning and having one of those amazing crullers. In fact, the desire's only grown more intense. Alright, in your documentary you said that people who used to live here had freed their horses. Exactly, but you can free your pet cat, but it turned back into a panther. Right. That's kind of haunting, kind of ghost, like Ben was saying. But everything is a ghost around here these days. It's a ghost town with people still living in it, against all reason. Most of the houses are empty. There's always been people here, though. After the Pueblo de Nada, Community Airstrip, then the Company Town, then WVP. What about the dogs? Yeah, Ron, was the dog wild? Everything on that tape was wild. Somehow, just as the last group dies out, some new utopian project always finds a way to take hold. What is it about this place? Must be the well. Didn't look wild to me. I guess it's a matter of perspective. Well, I'm not sure I agree, but now it's time for the weather. Thanks again, Ron. We're hanging on long past our expiration date. Well, weather should be pretty wild. I can hear it for myself right now. Yeah, getting pretty intense out there. It storms like this a lot. More and more. Alright, of course. And then, of course, there's the actual ghost. Alright, here's Elmo with the weather report, and lucky yes, we also have Cyrano Cole, who stopped by to add some drama. Musically, I hear he's going to be at the Rum Colony later tonight if you need a cocktail after the show. So let's go live to Elmo for the weather report. Oh, is Elmo ready? Just make sure the camera's pointing in the right direction. Doobity-doo. Oh, good. Standing water on the floor and a hole in my boot. Cool. Socks are getting wet. It's the worst feeling. I love to have wet socks. Good. Hey. Hey. This is so trippy. How did he work out those ratios of oil, water, and dyes? Seems so precise the way he drips them on, one little half drop at a time. Must have been a lot of trial and error, just staring at a circle of light on the wall. Drip, drip, drip. Where'd you get your supplies, Elmo? Ben has a guy in... No, wait, you mean the projection stuff? I mail-ordered these... these candle dyes. This other stuff's all mineral oil. You can get at the drugstore. Projector, someone just left it here, man. Incredible. Actually, there's that girl that does the private video stuff, you know, jamming our signal. A Weaver. Yeah, our resident ghost. Ghost, huh? I don't think she's dead. Doesn't matter. Yeah, of course it matters. Can't leave a ghost behind until you die, right? Well, that's one way to do it. But have you ever missed someone so bad you felt like they were haunting you? Or been in a relationship with someone where it feels like their ex-lover is always in the room? Ooh. I see what you mean. Flash flooding imminent. Trippy. Hey, you think she'll get us tonight? It's about time, right? That's right, we're about due. Plus, Saturn's in retrograde. So I hear. Not that she keeps a strict schedule, but it's never longer than a month or two between... what does Mimi call them? I know they're bad for the general vibe around here, but... Can I be honest? Kind of like it when she busts in and takes over our signal. It's like a log falling on the road. Reminds me that this all used to be trees. Interventions, that's what Mimi calls it. Going on for a couple of years now, right? Her performances were cool, though. I never saw her perform, but I heard about it. Oh yeah, I saw her do it a few times. I was into it. The first time she jammed her signal showed up in our broadcast, I didn't know who she was. She had already disappeared when I came in and took over her old job. She did lectures, right? Yeah, you could say that. I thought of them as storytelling sessions. She talked for hours and shuffled through slide after slide of shapes, numbers, weird constellations. Who knows what any of it meant. And this was her projector. Right. I don't know where she got it, though. Works really well. I got a spare bulb at a resale shop, but I haven't had to use it yet. It's strange. I never think of what she's doing as hostile, really. The Goma was the same impression. What happened to the rest of her stuff? Well, I bet her slides are still here in the studio. Maybe that posters? Sherry has all of old Weaver's old notebooks. I know that. Keeps them in her archive, you know. Big blue filing cabinet. Well, Daisy's painted on it, right? Yeah. Anyway, the really hard part is finding these few pieces of glass. They have to be paired very precisely. I had to get these from the clock store over in Glasgow. That's where they came from. Clock faces. Just the tips, dude. Anytime, dude. So that's good. Back to you, Rita. Thanks, Emma and Serrano. So next we have a selection from the video databank. I don't like this one, Maya. This one's about caves. Ooh. Yeah, local caves. Play this one a lot. It's pretty cool. Telephone rings. Oh, we have a phone call. Should we get it now or should we wait? Ah, we'll get it now. Okay. Rita presses a button on the telephone next to her. Hello. Uh-huh. Of course. Let's hope you'll pack a lunch. Sounds like it's gonna be a long one. They should be okay if I wander around a bit. Oh god, how long is he gonna talk? Hey, babe. Oh man, it is really pouring in here. Did you know, Weaver? A few caws and a caw. Oh really? Was she nice to you? Oh, that's good to hear. Make her sound so normal. Talk to anyone else like she had a second head. One of our middle mysteries, like the out-of-towner. Really, did you know him well? I had no idea. It's terrible what happened to him. Right. Justice someday. What a waste. Sad. Well, have fun. I'm gonna see if Joff is done. Or Geoff. Jeff. I can't deal with this guy, man. Oh shit, line's dead. Phone lines are such a mess up here. Hello? Is that the storm, or was it the damn phone lines? Man, they're really flaky. As usual. He has a really soothing voice. That's Jeff. He's a regular caller. He's asleep. Ron. Oh, well, let him sleep. Well, let's play the tape. This is Cave Art. It's a classic around here. I'm excited. Mo's got this one all queued up. Way to go, Mo. Let's let Maya enjoy the tape. So if Weaver is a ghost, by some agreed-upon definition of mechanics, it means WEVP, TV is haunted. Should we be doing something about that? Aren't you supposed to, like, have an exorcism or something? I mean, you can't just leave a place haunted. I mean, negligence. I'd miss her, though. I guess there are good ghosts and bad ghosts. Like spiders, good in the garden, bad in the shower. Loud crashing noise from outside wakes Ron up. Man, I hate when they follow a W with an R. I always go, whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? What was that? I'll check it out. Should we go help? Oh, no. Oh, the tape's over. What'd you think? That was great. Yeah, I like that one. That sounded pretty close. Is the power out or just the lights? I don't know. I'll take a look. Maybe a fuse blew on a relay or something? Or some scared rat chewed a wire. Bandit ship? Just kidding. Well, let's see if anything's smoking. Phones are definitely dead. What's this? Why is there a person? Is that a... No, of course not. Still picking away at their project in the dark as the storm bears down on us. Of course. You having trouble with... Oh, I spoke too soon. Thought your power was out. Yeah, it just came back on. Weird. Good, though. You made it in this storm. Oh, I'd never miss the evening broadcast. To be honest, it's the only time I get to share my work. I wonder how many people even tune in at this point. Is she just reading her poetry to us here in the studio? Sure, of course, that's great. What happened with the power? That was weird, right? Power seems like kind of a normal thing to happen in a storm. Yeah, you're right. Just having an eerie feeling tonight. Well, you know, Saturn's in retrograde, right? Sure is. Well, ready to go? Ready! Some of the studio wiring is in puddles right now. That's dangerous, right? Nobody else seems concerned about it. Alright, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. This place is an absolute flood right now. Yeesh. Now we enter the cultural section of tonight's program. Spooky. It's a disaster out there. Neighbor's barn is basically underwater. Wow, so just completely flooded. Passed Ron on the way in. He's gonna take a look, see if there's anything he can do. They'd be okay. Ron knows what he's doing. He used to be a firefighter. This is a little bit different though, right? I guess. Oh, thanks. I brought my work. Oh, good. Nikki reads her poetry. It's a weekly feature of our broadcast. Oh, great. I look forward to hearing it. Yeah, I just hope that we can keep going. We lost power a little while before, right? Better get started then. To the out-of-towner. What eagle flew you to your final bed? It was not men who brought you there to sleep. The men who left you bloodied, then fled. Had chosen mud and muddy-watered creek. Did wild turkeys gobble dote care and wipe the moss beneath your eyelids clear? Did cardinals pull the twigs out of your hair and wash your hands and feet and trim your beard? When wood ducks dressed you in your resting gown and pigeons fashioned shoes from leaves and bark, who then sewed flowers into a burial crown, the one who made your headdress was a hawk. The men who broke your body, where were they? The vultures stayed home on your funeral day. Emily, look at the monitor! To be quiet, we're live right now. No, we're not. Look. We're getting jammed. Yep. It's the same old broadcast. I was right. What's wrong? It's Weaver. Tonight... sorry about this, Maya. What's going on? Local prankster. She jams her signal every once in a while whenever the stars align. Prankster? That's not the word I would use. What do you do about it? Just wait till she's done. Never been able to stop her from jamming us. We don't even know how she does it. We should be back on in a minute, though. Don't worry. This is grudge shit right here. I'll tell you that much. Or The Ring. Either or. After watching The Ring, just turn your TV around, then she can't get out of the TV because it'll be up against the wall. It's foolproof. Act 5. Act 5, Scene 1. So that was happening real time, I guess? Maybe? It seems pretty accurate. Seems pretty flooded. There's Ron. And there's the dead horse. Oof. And there's us. Well, most of us. That's everything, right? How did this all fit in that truck? It's bigger on the inside, I think. I think it rained. We're expert detectives up here. Rained a lot, I mean. Can I use your phone, Miss Shannon? Who are you calling? I was going to call Julian. He has a phone? But yeah, obviously. So where's 5 Dogwood Drive? Right, no idea. Maybe we should split up? Alright, holler if you find anything. I am playing as a cat? Okay. It's a damn shame, that's what you call that. Following a glowing butterfly. Oh, sure. What have I done? Nobody knows. It's over here. Wow. How'd you get out of there? I was able to climb a tree, and from there I spotted a secret pet. What the fuck is that? Bigfoot. Just hanging out over there. Oof. Then what happened? Well, then I found the library of television. There were TVs everywhere as soon as you walked in the door. Every channel was playing at once. Each tiny hair in my ear canal was listening to a different TV. On one of the TVs, I saw the most terrible vision. I won't even describe it to you, it would give you nightmares. Sounds scary, but also kind of cool. I'll never go there. Nah, I'll take you there sometime if you want. Did I tell you I discovered the place where all the garbage goes? You mean the dump? Oh no, it's much more exciting than that. What they do is they take some water out of the ocean and replace it with garbage. What? Someday the ocean will be nothing but garbage. Fish will learn to breathe garbage and we will learn to drink it. I hung out with an old dog and some musicians. Wow, I'm jealous. But I won't let it ruin our friendship. We should stick together. I agree completely. I just can't stop recruiting people on our journey. Also, Ezra needs someone his age. Because I'm pretty sure that the... Are we just not... Are we ignoring this goober here? Okay. Signs looking motherfucker. Jeez. What was this, a zoo? Why are there macaws? Parrots. Jorge scanned the shelf, quickly found the book he was looking for. There's only a few dozen left. More shelves and books now, result of an experiment called the New Selection. Privately, he called it the Purge. But only privately, in small groups of reliable complainers. The unspoken rule is to hold back criticism as long as possible. Experiments needed time to unfold naturally. Without interference of doubt. Jorge would have preferred to complain more freely. Even the scheduled feedback circle sessions have been losing their teeth lately, he thought. A trend that coincided with Frazier's increasingly central role in the community. Frazier proposed and executed experiments just like any other community member, but his experiments had a scorched earth quality. They were all destructive. He moved from one area of community life to the next in search of the excess to cut back. Lately, he had turned his sights to the library. New selection meant decimating their store of books according to Frazier's own inscrutable criteria. Now we are guaranteed something vital every time we take a book from the shelves. No more time lost to printed chaff. Frazier's colorless voice echoed in Jorge's mind. Felt like spitting. Instead, he tucked the book under his arm and set off for the woods. Feels really weird just controlling a cat, but that's me, I suppose. What kind of fish are those? They're goldfish. They eat algae and mosquito eggs. They're very helpful. I'm surprised they survived the storm, actually. Some weren't so lucky. Now I'm writing this poem. Yeah, this was the poet. I'd like it to be hopeful somehow, but it just keeps coming out sad. Yeah, the way they do this camera is sick. I really like it. Perspective is very key here. There's that weird sleepy singing again. Two songs overlapping, but the same singers in each group. I think the truck's okay down there? Sure. I doubt any thief could get it started. That's probably fair. What, now you'll return to Chicago? Oh no, I'm heading to Ohio next. A few great burial mounds I want to revisit. That's kind of a research trip for me. I'm an artist. I make stuff like this. Where do you exhibit it? Outside, out in the fields, forests, away from the roads. It's beautiful, right? There's a big mound. Mounds! It's all about the mounds. This whole game, it's been about the mounds. Most of these ancient earthworks are thought to be burial mounds, but this one definitely isn't. To be honest, I don't know what it was for. Secret special. This cat does not care about water at all. Will still fly? Oh yes, just got a little banged up in the storm. At first they only observed the truck from a distance. It was an alien carcass, something that made more sense in death than life. The company had dropped it off in the middle of the day when everyone was at the plant. They let it sit overnight, alone and strange. Ron approved. The truck reminded him of New York City, which he'd visited once by bus, and made a great impression on him. Especially the mountains of garbage that dotted the sidewalks. The truck didn't smell yet, but it would. Lori's patina built up over decades of progress and labor. In New York, he said, everyone put their garbage out on the sidewalks like they were proud of it, or proud of what it signified. We have defeated another week. Here is its corpse. Everyone had agreed this was money and attention that would have been better spent addressing the town's drainage problems. Maybe finally get started on that damned messianic ditch. Still, they had a few things to dispose of. Broken flower pots, empty glass bottles, clothes that didn't fit anymore. He gradually fell into the habit of collecting waste and carrying it to the truck. Once a month, some shadows would come in from the night woods and haul the garbage away on a cart. That's pretty weird. Oh, this is the shadows I'm seeing. Because apparently cats can see shadows because they're crazy. I love you, kitty cat. Oh man, this WEVP TV got destroyed. Slow-mo Crow, no! No! Why? Anything but the crow. Elmo gave Rita a tour of the cameras and wiring. She'd just been through a certificate program on public broadcasting at the community college, so no surprises there. Mickey showed her the video databank. James demonstrated the sand-in image processor, and then Ron came barreling in with an urgent expression. Rita had entered the public broadcasting program at Fishtrap Lake Community and Technical College with a vague desire to be a newscaster. One of her instructors got her excited about pirate television, and she followed threads through TV and activist communities until she found herself here, somehow, volunteering at WVP TV. Not quite the radical guerrilla television group she dreamed of joining. This group seemed more interested in sharing the town's home movies than culture jamming and interfering with corporate stations, but she liked that focus on local concerns. Ron's news was clearly bad news. Rita's heart sank a little as they listened. She knew things were unraveling, knew from experience what that looked like, but as she listened to Ron detail the power company's sudden withdrawal from town affairs, she heard other possibilities. She studied their faces and found concern, for sure, but also like relief and hope, an awakening of play. I think she might have been daydreaming. These were people, Rita decided, ready to step out of the company's shadow and build something of their own. Ron said the TV station would still be funded by court order. Could that be their anchor? Maybe. I like how we only learned that because the cat decided to take a nap on that box. Very accurate. I assume there's got to be something here. This seems too wacky. Maybe not. Wackier still. Shadows around. Six or seven men stood in the sun about a dozen yards from the ditch. You can hear them laughing. Try not to hear them. Instead, he listened to the shovel punching through the dirt as he shaped the trench. It was wet dirt. Mud, really. It made a hungry sound as he shaped the trench walls. Here at the bottom of the hollow, there were patches of mud everywhere. Water pooled on the ground or just stayed below the surface. That was the danger. Laughter quieted into greedy chuckles, and he could feel the men approaching. Seems important. Everyone's here, or at least some. Well, mailbox does say 5 Dogwood Drive. Is there any mail in there? Is there a doormat? Sometimes the key's under a doormat. What am I saying? I think it's lovely. It just showed up in the house. When? Sometime last night, I think. I never noticed it before. Nobody lives here? Well, somebody ordered some furniture. It's actually quite spacious. Bigger than it looks. Nice. Real nice. The light in here is pretty great, actually. I could set up a new workshop here. Maybe work on that big video synthesizer thing. Fix that up. To reform in a place like this at sunset? I kind of feel like I'm on stage right now, actually. Know what I mean, ma'am? Yeah, who's the audience? Everyone's leaving. Think more people will come after all these people leave? People will come. There's just something about this place. We saved what we could. Hey, cat, I'll race you. Bring it on. Here to that pile of mail. Okay. I win. You absolute chump. You fool. You want to race me? Be my guest. I'm ready. I'm ready. Affirmative, meow. Stand here. This is the starting line. I'm here. Ready. Get set. Go. Oh my god, it's so dang fast. Wham. Alright. I'm pretty fast. I'll get you next time, though. No, you won't. You won't do it. I'm just too good. So, are they gonna use the antiques to build this thing? Finally, it just gave way. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, get myself a drink, and then we'll finish up whatever this is. I'll let you finish, that's all. As soon as we get through a thing. If they let you finish, forget about it. Place would be dry as a bone. You always did good work. Inquisitive meow. It's a memorial. For the out-of-towner, I assume? Yeah, makes sense. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright. Let us continue our catastrophe of a thing. Curious meow. This is the best part of the game. Oh man, it's totally broken. It's nice to see these characters. Inquisitive meow. What are all the tapes? Oh, they might still play, who knows? But all the VCRs are shot. Sad meow. I don't know where to put all this. I hate to call it trash. I wonder if that garbage truck still works. Ooh. Junebug and Clyde. Nice little setup you got. Yeah, it's alright. Many afternoons have come and gone right here, listening to the radio, taking a break from some maintenance work. How's she looking anyway? Oh, I'll have her run up and running again this afternoon, no problem. A couple bends in the wrong places. Well, it's just lucky I have all the parts here. Difficult to mail order with no roads. One thing Cass always insisted on about this place. No roads leading in or out. Oh, we can always fly. Don't you dare. I'm the better cat here. Don't you dare. There you are. I think this other cat was looking for you. Will you be a family now? You can change your mind later. It's okay. It's your choice. But was it my choice? Was it really? Have I been forced into feline family? Mary Ann clears her throat. Inquisitive? Meow. Well, hello. Mary Ann nudges Wanda gently. Wanda, it's time to wake up. Meow. Curious meow. Nope. Dead to the world. Probing meow. Just try again later, I guess. Well, good talk. Well, all three of them plus Shannon, it looks like. It's really cool. Where'd you get it? Oh, it was just in my pocket. My jacket pocket. Is it the dice? Is it the glow-in-the-dark dice we picked up in the first part of the first episode? It's a special? This is exactly the one we need to play this game. 20 sides. Full circle. You play board games? More into screens, I guess. This is actually someone else's jacket. I'm sure he doesn't need that anymore. But it's cool like it wasn't dark. I just need a dark place to play. Friend's uncle said we could use his basement? Perfect. I'll hold on to this. Don't lose it. I will guard it with my life. Feels like we're going full circle. Maybe I'm crazy, though. That's creepy. There's really never been a road to this place? Why not? Gentle cooing. Yeah, that's what I figured. An indignant caw. Why? A detailed series of chitters. I guess we could, but it does sound like a lot of work. One confident caw. Alright then, guess we better get started. Are we rebuilding? If we build it, they will come. Headstone has no name on it. Maybe it was his choice. It's good they honored his wishes. I'm sure this is what Uncle Andreas wants. Well then, we should give it to him. The seer reclined high in the tree, carving fine details into a small wooden pipe. She loved this spot, the height, the distance. She's always at a distance, watching everyone work. From this height, she could see the earth movers shaping the mounds under the draftsman's supervision. She could see him inspecting his plan, the drawing he'd made from her game, the map. All very intriguing. All very confusing. Hey there, Ron. No, you're not feeling it? Okay, well, let's continue around. Round and round we go. Choppy seas today, Captain. Aye, Captain. Let's reinforce the sails. Tire. Where's my... It's hard to find my mouse there. Clyde lay on his back on the runway, hands folded behind his head. Halfway between dreams and the afternoon sun, he entertained the momentary delusion that he'd survived a plane crash and was vaguely unhappy when the dream faded. Coming into land, he slammed into a truck. The driver probably thought the runway was another road. The runway smelled like oil, years of leaky light aircraft taking off and landing. All the state said they wanted was to knock down some trees, many trees, and build a road tying this small town to a larger web of streets and highways that entombed the rest of the country. Bring in new goods, new people, maybe even some cash from tourism. Many of the residents supported the idea, but Clyde and his inner circle of stunt pilots turned mail carriers knew that a road would be the end of their secluded paradise. I like how whenever we seem to go around, it changes the scene on us. Yeah, I'd be worried about that too. Well, it isn't just the rodents. The floors are mostly rotted, I think. Fall right through. Surprised they're still standing after last night. All the buildings? No, most of them have good bones. Just the ones that the power company built that are rotten. Oh, okay. Yeah, power company moved in here a while back and set it up like their own little town. For the workers. But they didn't build them too good, huh? It's garbage. They couldn't be bothered. I lived in the one over there, in fact, when I first came here to work at the power plant. Oh yeah? Won't set foot in there now, though. Not if you paid me. Old church. For some reason, I expected that to be built up more for some reason. Every time we turn around, the house is being built up more and more and more. Rita tore up weeds, almost next to her bucket. She passed him the uprooted weeds and he stuffed them in the bucket. Looking this way, they worked this way for a few hours. Dark clouds drifted slowly closer, but wouldn't arrive until evening. Rita and Elmo left to get some tea. A bucket of weeds sat warming in the sun. The dandelions wilted and the clover dried. Some wayward insects continued to eat. When Rita and Elmo returned, they assumed the same roles and continued working. The garden was coming along as well as they could hope, given months of neglect. When the plant shut down, the company abruptly pulled out of the area and took a large part of the town's population with it. This included the Carver family, who tended this garden, the largest and most productive in town, for years. Rita and Elmo worked until it started to rain. The rain washed their sweat into the dirt. Okay, so the shadows we find out are not terrifying it creatures, but just... Oh god, there's so many more birds here. Just representations of people that we don't feel like animating fully. Which, I mean, Probably something I would put in my game, so. And then call it artistic expression. Easy peasy. Oh. Oh, Borth horses. No, miss, they don't scare me at all. If you'd meet them, you'd feel the same way. If you'd met them, you'd feel the same way, I'm sure. Well, it was a very old one, and nobody can quite figure her out, but I can't imagine she means any harm. Leave the radio on for her at night, somewhere between stations, so it's just hissing. She likes the hissing, I think, though I can't say why. Snake person. What is about the radio they love? They all love it. Tell you the truth, I feel a little bad I won't be here to take care of them anymore. That's something? You think I might stay here? Is that ridiculous? I will stay here and care for your ghosts. Where are all the people? Actually, wait, where are those people? Have they disappeared on me? That's what I have to say about that. Was she wearing Heelys over there, sliding around? She watched him. He walked deliberately, his eyes closed. He was already remembering the path. This was the path the seer had found in her scrying game. A series of private dice rolls and inscrutable diagrams. At the end of the route, she'd seen a safe, quiet place. Caverns of leathery black birds, a lake of eyeless fish, a towering flame. Now the diver walked the mounds, memorizing the route. He was almost ready. There's a diver again. Interesting. Suddenly a lot more people are walking. Greeting, meow. Oh, hi, kitty. Chatty meow. Yes, it is a beautiful day, isn't it? Guess the weather was pretty bad last night, though. Meow. Confident meow. Chatty one, aren't you? Fanciful meow. Ho, ho, ho. Sure, whatever you say. Curt meow. Alright, well, take it sleazy. We'll do, boss. We'll do. Lots of birds. Lots of turds. Heavier than they look. Oh, the two neighbor horses. Sure, everyone's heavier after they passed. It's only natural. Spirit has no weight, in fact. It lifts us up a little. Greeting meow. Greeting meow. Oh, it's you again. Friendly meow. How many types of meows have we seen so far? Like 8? Yeah, well, feel free to pitch in. I'm sure this would go a lot quicker with 2 of us on it. Argumentative meow. Make that 9. Busy, huh? What? Left a sunbeam unslept in? Wow. How dare you? Parting meow. That's gotta be 10, right? Suit yourself. I'll be here. Who knew we'd just be playing a cat? All of Act 5. Would you believe it came to me in a dream? One of those dreams where you lost somewhere, kind of familiar and anonymous, like a bus terminal. Everyone else knows where to go, but you're real confused. Hold on to some instructions or a map or something, but can't quite read it. And you look up, and there it is. Sorry, I don't know why I told you that. It's nice. What's it for? They're gonna put this up on the old barn as part of the ceremony. I'm honored to tell you the truth. For the 2 horses, the neighbors. Kitty? Got anything for me, kitty? Alert meow. It's meow type number 11. A croak reverberates inside the smoker. Excited meow. That's gotta be 12. Frog slips out into the grass. Too quick to see. I thought I'd be talking to the kitty cat. Not so. I see some shadows up there. Let's see if we can find something. Paints and chalks in the small bag. Diary in the large bag. Stuffed dog in the small bag. Photograph of Chris in the large bag. No, in the small bag? Sandra couldn't decide. Should she keep the photo of her husband, or should Alex keep the photo of his father? Isn't that the same thing? Chris had been gone for 3 months. Everyone was saying he deserted the community. Deserted before Frasier. People just left. Wanted to become a referendum on loyalty. She set everything down, closed her eyes, massaged her temples, and wondered, not for the first time, how Frasier had consolidated so much invisible power so quickly. How had he done it? Had he, in fact, done anything at all to claim this incredible lattice of influence? Or had they simply blindly given it to him? It's not the first time Frasier's name's come up. I mean, I know it was a great sitcom, but I'm gonna need y'all to just calm down a little bit. How does it work? I don't know. Think you wind it here? No, it doesn't work. I could probably fix it. Oh, you could definitely fix it, man. And then you'd have a new robot friend. Then I'd have a new robot friend. Kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat. Oh, wait, no. Where's that? Where's my meow? There we go. Hi, kitty. Alert meow. A slithering sound from somewhere in the grass. Cautious meow. Silence. Huh. Got this, got there. Nothing new on that end. What are we looking for now? See shadows up there. I see, like, oh, aha. Some of these are really old. Maybe we should open them. Ah, sorry, I have to probe them with my kitty cat scolding meow, of course. Says not to open other people's mail, kid. I know what he said. Because they're not here to open it themselves. I won't tell a soul. Nothing new over there, by all accounts. Plane still doing its own thing. Yeah, it's just a weird epilogue where I experience everything as a kitty cat. There are worse ways to play a video game, after all. Alright, let's double back, try to see those spots that we've missed. Oh man, wait, where is everyone? Yeah. Where'd everyone go? Well, they're still there. But where's everyone else? There's some. Okay. Keep on finding new stuff. Look at this place. The library. Oh, what a mess. Basically, like, this building's only next of kin. I don't think anyone else, nobody living, has spent as much time exploring it. There's once a pantry in here somewhere, stacked full of canned papaya. I like that kind of history. The lived-in details of a building. That's how you know people have always been people. Always made choices and nothing was inevitable. You'd fit right in here. Sure, it's a mess right now. I think there's some residual energy from those fearless experimenters that I don't think will ever dissipate. I could stay here. What's good, little dude? Let's talk about the people who built this. Oh, is this your family? Ezra looks at Johnny. What do you say, kid? Yeah, that's right. This is my family now. Ron dug a grave. Hey, this book's in pretty good shape. The City of Ladies. Interesting. Curious Meow. No, I've never read it either. Good question. Let's take a look. Here we go. Minerva, Circe, Sappho. And some ladies from the Bible. Nosy Meow. I think they all get together and build a city. Sounds nice. I guess a bus ticket, eh? And ever since, I've just been treating it like a little cafe for the town. Oh yeah? You like to cook? Sure, make some waffles will blow your mind. If the power was back on. If you want, and you promise to keep a secret, I'll pass on my waffle recipe before I head out. That's okay, I don't really eat. No, I guess you don't. Well, I know I'm not sticking around. You think you'll do anything with this place? Hey, people gotta eat, right? Well, some people. It's like it just passes to the next generation of people. I mean, that's our choice, right? But, you know. "3A, lay paper flat. 3B, bring bottom left corner to top right corner. Crease with firm, steady pressure along diagonal fold." Nikki applied only gentle pressure. Looser flowers felt more alive. Well, the risks. It was the 6th hour of her assigned company store shift, and she'd made dozens of flowers. Ron had bought a bouquet and cleaned out their stock that afternoon. 11. Repeat steps 4A through 7 for each petal, taking care not to rip the filaments from step 9. She put Ron's banquet down in the sales ledger as a romantic bouquet. Not banquet, bouquet. She put Ron's bouquet down in the sales ledger as romantic bouquet. It's like romantic banquet. I want to go there. Really, she was just buying in bulk at a small discount. Since the company had started allowing resident workers to donate paper flowers to Aunt Connie for civic enthusiasm points, exchangeable for 6 days. Six sick days. They had become kind of a shadow currency for local trade. Commotion outside caught Nikki's attention. Men yelling, blows landing. She put down her work and stepped outside, just in time to see the crowd disperse. Wait, what was the meow? Meow. Hi, kitty. Curious meow. Something brown scurries up the side of the tree. Surprised meow. Squirrel? Too fast to tell. If you say so. Not so sure about that. Clyde and Cass sat cross-legged in the shade of the light aircraft. Cass shuffled cards, and Clyde absently flipped through a stack of unopened letters. Demand for aerial stunts having faded out almost completely, and many of their company having died or aged out of the profession, Clyde and Cass found their remaining pilots a steady flow of contract work delivering mail to rural, remote areas. But this place was abandoned. You're lost at what's going on in this game. It's art. Cass's cars predicted they'd be here for quite a while. Sorry if you responded a while ago. I've been zoning out. See, we're moving more stuff in. But, your guess is almost at this point as good as mine. Yeah, I'll miss him for sure. Beautiful creatures and so thoughtful. I bet. Where do you think he'll go? I don't know. For now, I'm just poking around the rubble. A broken projector. Elmo's projector. Oh, it's ruined. Poor Elmo. He'll be devastated. Ah, he'll be cool with it. Takes a lot to perturb that guy. What about a videotape? Home movies? Probably some weird art video, statistically speaking. Very little I can salvage here. Wouldn't mean anything anyway. It's kind of a package deal. Need the tapes and the station and the people. If one part is missing, the whole thing falls apart. Hi, cat. I'm playing as you right now. Where are you flying to? Just a second to see if everything's working okay. You could fly her somewhere if you wanted, though, right? Of course. So why don't you? And here we go. Keep your distance now. As the cat stands in front of the propeller. Game over. The only game over you could possibly have. You actually gonna fly, old man? Nah, he's just gonna stay right there. Good to know. Really, taking off. Making waves. I don't know. I feel like the theme is just, you know, renewal. there he goes. Can we go in after him? In the bushes? Yeah. Renewal and like washing clean debts and debts in general and a bunch of other stuff that either flies over my head or hits me in the face, and I'm not sure which one's which. Probably full of thorns. Yeah, but raccoon. It's not happening. Oh, poor Johnny. Okay. What is going on here? Their models have collided. Don't pout. Tell you what, that raccoon comes back into town. Leave some food for him. Yes, ma'am. How's it going over there? Hey! Hey, don't run in the graveyard, they said, bumping their hitboxes against each other. Why not? It's... people are trying to rest. What do I say about that? Annoyed meow. That's what I have to say about that. Alright. Weird. Oh, now he's burying him. This is just sad. This weather kind of makes you wish it never stopped raining. I think after a big storm like that, the humidity ought to break. No such luck. How much further down should I go anyway? 6 feet's the rule for a person. Let's say the average person is 5'9". Neighbors are about 15 hands, so that's pretty close. Unrelated story. One of my fiance's friends thought that the average horse was 15 feet tall. So that was for an interview for a job at a animal handling place. She said the average Clydesdale was about 15 feet tall. So there you go. Do with that knowledge what you will. She got hands and feet mixed up. It was pretty good. Oh man. Still company property to be off to a landfill. Cold sons of bitches. Built so much here. I'll just be here still cleaning up. Not that I miss them. Yeah, I get the feeling nobody misses the power company. Honestly, the distillery and the Route Zero might even just be the power company of this area, you know? Let's see. This is that, and that is this, and these are those, and that's new. Well, even lived in there for a bit. So saith Rita. No way. Yeah, too drafty. I moved out one winter, never looked back. Gets cold? A little bit. Nice old church, though. Really nice. Could make a nice workshop. Yeah, just seems like they all want to settle here all of a sudden. Well, some of them were already in the area. Quite a few of them were already in the area, but now all of a sudden it's... Oh yeah. Hey, what's going on? They're supposed to be flying out of here. He's just stuck. He's decided that that's his life now. Okay, good to know. Part 4, Subsection G, Notes on Inhabitants. Small group, mixed duration of residence. Resident or visitor? I haven't decided yet. Let's see. Well, you may not have much time. Making a survey of the site for potential reclamation. Initial results are promising. I think this may be the moment we finally reclaim this ghost town. Whatever you say, semi-kooky person. Whatever you say. Oh, boy. Let's see what else is around. They're from the Bureau. I could see it. Hand me that rag, would you? One with an embroidered bird on it. The Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. That does make sense. I would agree. Do you know what a bird looks like? Yeah, it's pretty small. I thought it was some letters. I guess that could be a bird on there. Well, it's rag, ain't it? As long as it's rag, I guess it'll work for Mop and Sweat. Yeah, it's a rag for sure. Yeah, I feel like we're just kind of killing time. Wonder how they reclaim things? That is a good question that you probably should ask the bears. The bears know all, I'm assuming. Yeah, we've been working our way towards dusk, it feels like. For whatever this ceremony will be. Of what? I don't know right now. Really don't. Wow. Didn't even stop to pet me. What a turd. How could you ignore something so cute? Look how fast I gallop around. Let me guess, they've packed it all in. It looks pretty set up. They even got a little cover. But also there's no one here, so that's not where the ceremony is. But we've made it to dusk. Ceremony's got to be somewhere. Goober still. No, he's moved the plane back. Where is the ceremony? Oh, for real. Where's the ceremony? Oh. There it is. For the neighbors. Hey, y'all. Thanks for sticking around for this. I know we've all got places too. Well, if anyone still needs somewhere to go, be sure and speak up, okay? Like Ron's heading through the woods tonight, back to the road if you want a caravan. Which is why the person that was on WBP had to hike through the woods. Okay, makes sense. You staying, Em? Yeah, sure, I'll stay. At least for a while. I just want to make sure everyone has somewhere to go. For right now, though, we got some friends to bury. Neighbors. Nikki has a poem, and I have a song. If anyone wants to say anything, though, I'll go first. The neighbors were kind, gentle, beautiful horses. We used to go on walks with the silver one out by the woods. Why didn't anyone ever give their names? The silver one. Well, I guess he was gray, but his coat looked silver in the light, so I always called him that in my head. The other one is the other one. I love these horses, but you never know if you heard me talk about them like that. So I'm sorry, Silver One and Other One. Sorry, I don't have better names for you. You deserve better names. Also, I'm sorry, I'm so bad at this. Anyone else want to say? We didn't give them names because their names weren't ours to give. The horses were here before us, you know. Came with people from Central America. You know, the Utopians, people of nothing. Arrived on horseback in October, and the first experiment was to free the horses. It was generations ago of people and horses. I don't know when we started calling them the neighbors. Should have called them the people, I think. They're only consistent residents of this place for over 100 years. Now they're all gone. Who are the people now? I was thinking about when all those canned carrots showed up in the mail. Y'all remember that? Somebody was calling around with some canned carrots they want to be rid of, and I guess Consolidated Power got word of it. So these cans of carrots showed up in the mail. We didn't know where they came from at first. Tried some out. No flavor to them. Some of them were gray, just awful. Rita said they'd still be okay to eat. Like, sometimes carrots just lose their color if they sit in a can too long, but nobody wanted them, really. Well, Aunt Connie came on TV with a message. Like, hope the horses are all enjoying their treat. And we thought, okay, these are for the neighbors, sure. Horses love carrots, right? But the neighbors wouldn't touch them. Wouldn't even look at them. I think they were canned rocks. Opened a couple dozen, set them all out by the water trough, and they're still there a day later, and the raccoons steered clear. And then, of course, Consolidated sent us an invoice for every can we'd opened, already made out in company script. How you like that? Alright, guess we better get a move on. Nikki, you ready? Well, it turned out okay today, didn't it? Hope it all holds out so we get wherever we're going next. Maya, you and your other visitors might not know about the out-of-towner. Came here to work for the company to dig a ditch, and the company worked him good and hard and for less than he was worth, but it wasn't enough. They had to use him up completely. After that, we became ungovernable. First out of shame, then grief, and then anger. This is a poem for the neighbors, but it's also for this town. Yeah, we're going to bury this town today when we bury these horses. It's the same thing. We're going to bury these horses, and what do you think will happen next? We'll all walk out of the woods and leave this place empty. Well, I guess some of us might stay and build again. That's alright. It couldn't be me, but to try is your birthright. If you do stay, you'll be building on top of a grave, but that's true anywhere. The whole world's built on top of graves. Look for me under your boot soles, as the fella says. For we who stayed in shame to penance pay, and hope to mercy find right where we sin, these hopes are withered, no mercy left. Who could forgive us now we're buried, now that we've buried our merciful friends? Nikki directs her attention at Shannon. Our neighbors were the best of us, of course. It's always so. Our better selves, clear of ourselves. Where we can see their glory glow. They glow now underground, our friends with love. Our neighbors left us here, though not alone, so let me try instead to share your woe. In distant valleys, home to better friends, may yet someday a new and hale grass grow. Did it make sense? No. Poetry! Art! Then we buried the horses.
I've heard of a land of joy and peace and wonderful life. A beautiful place of mansions fair and skies so bright, where all who believe the Savior dear forever shall stay. And having been saved by grace divine, I'm going that way. I'm going that way. I'm going that way. Yes, dear, the Savior I adore is with me each day. I'm clinging to him.
I can't tell if the shadows are just other people, past people that were here. Don't know. Where's your trip to the glue factory? That's in the DLC. Very controversial. Maybe the ghosts are made of glue. The ghosts. That's how they get the workers. Sentient glue ghosts. The trip to the glue factory. Well, waste not, want not, as my pop always says. Oh. Just so wrong. But so good. The music, for sure, has been excellent.
I know I shall meet him face to face in glory at last. Oh, I believe that when we meet, well done, he'll say, while trusting my soul redeeming love, I'm going that way.
Horses are giving each other side eye. They're like, huh? They're plotting. So you have the skeleton debt people and the shadow debt people. Well, this just seems more wholesome compared to the really creepy skeletons that apparently like took Conway away forever. He's in hell or debt hell or something similar. Yeah, those horses definitely look like they had a secret that it was too awkward. They're like Do we tell anyone that we caused this flood? Probably not. Guess we'll keep silent as they bury us. They're all gone. Most importantly, my cat's here. One of the horses kicked the dam, caused the flood. Exactly. Artist who painted this knew. Look at him. Our bad. Hollow, I am a cat, and I would like for you to all move on. Bury the horses. Bury the horses. The cat's campaign to slowly but surely become the only animal left in this place is going very well. The true villain was him all along. I could play as this cat all day. I love the running animation so much. Or are they all going to the house? It's a long shadow it casts. The Bluegrass Band makes its appearance again. Every time. They're always there. On a boat. Creepily behind you in the shadows. In the church that you yourselves built with antiques somehow. I'm not going to try to make sense of this plot very much. Because I can't. I lack the imagination to do so. But it was very interesting. That was a cool game, and I'm glad I played it for you guys. But holy shit, there is so much dialogue. I'm so tired. No restarts. We're good. We are all set. We're going to go for something a little more simple after this. I've got a number of options. But it was really neat. I'll probably spend... I think you get a PhD analysis for that game. I could see it. I'm probably not gonna lie. I'm about to eat dinner, and then I'm probably gonna go on like wikis and just look up, or Reddit, and try to figure out what people think of this. Just cause. It was cool though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was definitely something different compared to what we usually play, so I tried something new. Either way, I'm ending it here. Conway got screwed. Well, he did sign the contract, and everyone was like, "No, don't do that. Don't drink it. Don't drink that. They're gonna say it's debt, and then wham bam. He's a skelly." I wonder if we focus more on Conway in that Act 4. Because Act 4 seemed like you could branch out a lot. You'd learn more about it. Maybe not. That last section definitely happens every time, but... Anyways. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. With new things. Well, more old things. These games have been out for a while. We've got more Game Pass games that I want to play for you guys. Got some of my own games that I bought on a Steam sale that I want to play. Yeah, we've got lots of stuff. We'll be doing random things for the next month and a half until Doom Eternal comes out. Yeah. That's the next like big goal, unless something like stealth drops, which with indie games can happen. So never know. Anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna think about it and then not have any analysis later, as is tradition with me. But if you'd like to leave a follow, just come back, hang out another time. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Back with a new game tomorrow. It won't be Isaac, unlike the shirt that would tell you otherwise. We'll step off Isaac for at least a little bit. We'll keep on doing some more new games. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great night.